Welcome to our Game 5 watch-along between the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. This is the PHLY Sixers podcast, along with Rich Hofmann. I'm Devon Givens. Hey, this is live. Things happen. You know, your phone rings, our phone rings. It's all good. Brianna's here. Vinny is here hanging out with us as well. He's watching the game, Vince Pellegrini. So we're going to get ready for it. The game is underway, and as soon as we jump on, Tobias Harris drills a three-pointer from the corner. We've already gotten a good block from Kelly Oubre, active. Kyle Lowry attacking the basket, although he missed it, again being aggressive. So right now, Sixers up 3-0, and they're wearing the white uniforms. Our watch-along is presented by our good people here from, look at these. Look at these Ollipops. We said we would have them. We got the fridge right here behind us. We have a ton of Ollipops here on the table. We have a case. Rich, we're going to get down, crack a bunch of these Ollipops open. Because I guess we're going to be worried, so we're just going to be in here drinking, right? So, hey, we're drinking. We got to do something. And right now, the Sixers are missing a shot there. Offensive rebound for Tobias Harris. Good work by him.
Good start for him.
Yeah. Josh Hart almost airballed a floater on that shot.
Pulled the string and then some on that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Some early three-pointers here from
Kelly Oubre missing by a mile.
Yeah. So I had cut you off and you were about to say something. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Good start for Tobias with the board. And he makes the three. Their only bucket so far was a Joel Embiid post up. He does get doubled, as I said on the show, and it's a swing for a Tobias three. Bad shooting otherwise, but bad shooting both ways.
All right, so you know how we do it, folks. We're going to have some food a little bit later on. We talk at halftime, see what's going on, but overall, just we'll see what they do. If you missed our pregame show, you're just checking in for our watch-along. Rich and I both predict a good game, a close game.
Be block.
With the Knicks coming away with a Game 5 victory and ending the Philadelphia 76ers season. We would like to see it continue because we like talking about the games. And guess what? Our job is easier when they win. It would be nice.
We're not supposed to root, but here's the thing, Devon. We root for ourselves.
Yes, we want to cover a long series. And how about...
And if we get 2 more series, that means a month more of game shows, right?
Correct.
A month more of high-stakes game shows.
Correct.
All right, come on.
Correct.
Wow.
Tobias with the first 5 of the game. Aggressive. He's tired of all you people coming after him.
Could be his last game.
Could be. Maybe he extended.
Good start.
Maybe he extends it. All right, let's see what he does here on OG. Little double team there from Joel.
Good hands by it. Wow, what a start for Tobias.
What is he doing? Attack him.
Got to go right at DiVincenzo here. Oh, Tyrese got to make that. Though.
Yeah, he was a little too out of control with that one. He got to attack.
Well, especially because DiVincenzo, I believe, has 2 fouls already, too. You got to know that he's offering very little resistance on that.
Just go right into his chest. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
This is hilarious. Everybody stinks right now. I mean, that's way off by DiVincenzo, too. Everybody stinks right now, Devon, except Tobias Harris on both teams.
On both teams. On both teams. Oh, that was a normal step back by him.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't do it. That's off.
So one thing that I don't think is stunk, I think Joel Embiid is passing the ball pretty well here so far. They're getting some good looks.
He's being very unselfish.
They're not making any, so maybe he needs to start shooting a few more. But
he missed his first.
But I don't.
Mid-range jumper.
Yeah. But saying he stinks is a little much. He's rebounding too. I mean,
no, he
4
stinks.
straight.
He stinks right
4
now.
square.
I'm speaking it into existence.
Look, he's gonna post up again. 1 pass off. Maxey.
Timeout Knicks. Oh.
Wow, this shooting is killing them.
He normally knocks that down. Timeout Tom Thibodeau.
Gotta make that.
Here you go. First points. You know it was gonna happen. Either if he was gonna get a clean look, that was gonna fall because that's his push shot.
Look, Tyrese is killing. He's got to make shots, man. But here's the thing: if he's gonna make shots and he's gonna wake up, get Joe in the post. See, Devon, here's the thing too. I've talked about you got to keep Joel fresh for the entire game. That might mean him scoring less. Like, just get him in the post, and if they double, pass it. That doesn't take that much energy, right? So maybe do that a little more.
Yeah.
You did pick up a foul there. Which isn't great.
Yep. No, you're right, man. If they can win this quarter and him not having to go crazy because they're able to preserve his energy, then That's a win for them. That's a win for them. It's good start for Harris, and maybe that takes some. That's normally Maxey's points. Let's say those 5. Those are normally Maxey's points. So right now, obviously, stuff.
They're going straight post ups with him. Right.
Yes. He missed that one right there. Tobias Harris cut right into the middle. He had to hit
here's
him.
my thing. This has to be a 3. There you go.
It had to be a 3, but Tobias Harris, that was a good cut. He was wide open, and he missed it.
I'm talking when Tyrese caught the first one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
On the repost.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
if you get Tobias on a cut, that's great, too.
Yeah.
But, man, Tyrese, come on. I know you missed a couple to start, but let's go.
Yep.
You could go home tonight.
Right. You can go sleep in your bed
Empty
and
the
get ready
clip,
for
man.
game
Come
6,
on, man. Get him up.
Right. Get ready for game 6. Fire him up. If you shoot 30 times, no one's going to be mad.
Just good defense again.
Now go at Josh, too.
Smart.
There you go. Timeout Knicks is 10-2.
That is 2 points in 5. They love the big jump stops.
That was a crazy jump stop.
Yeah, it was pronounced.
That was one of those. I don't know about that, folks.
Look, man, the Knicks have 2 points right now. They have trouble scoring against the Sixers. They really do. And frankly, what do you think about this? Because the last game was, statistically, it was an offensive loss. I mean, Jalen Brunson had 47 points on really good shooting and 10 assists.
And they had
97 points.
They had 97 points.
I don't even have to give you the efficiency. 97 points is not good.
Right.
I don't care how slow the game is. It's not good. I don't know. Right? So when he has 0 points, I think these 5-minute spells start to happen.
Yeah.
I'll take an Olipop.
What flavor would you like? By the way, everybody, look at Olipop here hooking us up. Let me tell you about Olipop. Again, our presenting sponsor of our watch along here for game number 5. If the Sixers win, we got to drink Olipop tomorrow. And then on the post game on Thursday, we got to keep it going. Olipop, the world's first functional soda with a classic soda taste and the benefits of plant-based fiber, prebiotics, and other botanical ingredients to support gut health. And it has a new kind of soda with only 2 to 5 grams of sugar and 9 grams of fiber per can.
Totally.
You know where to get them? You know where to get them. I know you do, including the recent launch. Wawa, baby.
Come on.
Wawa. So make sure you go out there, get your Olipop. I have a ginger ale right here, right now, as you can see.
I'll take a ginger ale.
You take a ginger ale? Yeah. Let me hook my man Rich up with a ginger ale here.
Look, people. I need some gut health, okay? Come on. Let's be real here.
Yes.
Okay.
I even brought in our famous mugs that none of you have. Sorry about that, being a little selfish. So, there you go. But you know me, I'm a team player. If anybody wants a mug, I'll find a way to get you a mug, so no worries. Everybody say hi to Bree. She's also in here as well as always, so say what's up to Bree. What's up, Bree?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
We always come to you for the good vibes. Bree said she feels good.
Sixers a dub.
So that's where we're going right now. Olipop, Bree, Rich, me, Vinny in the other room, you here. What could go wrong? Nothing could go wrong. All right, let's get this W 10-2. Right now for the Sixers. Different kind of flavors also. You see ginger ale, classic root beer, strawberry vanilla, all available for you. I think the classic root beer is over there on that side there with Rich. But make sure you go check out Olipop once again and use the code PHLY20 for 20% off their next Olipop order. The discount only applies to one-time orders, not to subscription orders. Olipop sold online, drinkolipop.com. And Amazon. If you don't want to go out and run to the Wawa, we think you should. But if not, Amazon works for you. Available in almost 30 retailers nationwide, including Wawa. So go check them out. Target, Sprouts, Wegmans, ShopRite, and GoPuff. I was in ShopRite earlier. I forgot about that. I should have checked to see if they were in there. In my ShopRite.
I've seen them in Wawa.
I've seen them in the Wawa in that special case. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen them in there. Did you? Yeah. Apparently they're selling pretty well, so...
It's so funny that we're back to, I think the answer for so long, Joel Embiid's career has taken off when he got out of the post, right? When he got to the free throw line and started facing up. And it seems to me the answer right now is go post him up. We're back to square one.
Yeah. Basic offense, right? See if it works.
I do think there is something to the Knicks. They're just, look, I'll compliment, oh my God, Lowry almost stole it. Not quite as fast as Josh Hart. But there's something to the Knicks I respect the hell out of them. They play so hard. They're just going to play for 48 minutes. They're not like a very exotic team. They're not doing crazy stuff.
Yep.
So for him, it's like, all right, it's just one pass away. That's a terrible shot, too. You give that one up.
Mm-hmm. You live with it.
You live that. Come on.
Yeah, you live with that one.
Hartenstein not even looking at the basket the whole time. That makes a mid-range jumper.
One possession at a time.
They ran the play for Tobias there.
So when you were saying it earlier, you know, Maxey, get your shots up and all that, and they were trying to figure things out on that left side, they eventually get the Maxey three. My thinking there, Rich, was because he struggled so much so far in this series, he already has a quick 5. He's had an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
Get him going early.
See if you can get a different version.
Right, and keep him engaged in that way where, you know, that's something that's beneficial for you throughout the entirety of the game where he doesn't, because we've heard it oftentimes, if he's not engaged enough, that he feels like he's not involved, and therefore lack of touches, things of that nature will affect his play overall. So get him going early. Points from Tobias Harris is not a bad thing because it still puts 2 points on the board. Speed, man. Speed in that floater.
They've used OG. Have you noticed in the last couple of games, they've taken him off of Tyrese, and they put him more, I think, on Oubre.
And he's playing a lot of Harris tonight, too.
He's playing Harris, so a little more help involved with that. Here's the thing. OG cannot guard Tyrese one-on-one. Josh Hart cannot guard Tyrese one-on-one. No. Josh Hart's a great player.
Great defender.
Yeah, and like a help defender, tough as hell, great rebounder, which unfortunately we've learned in this series is a big part of defense.
Mm-hmm.
But can't stick with him one-on-one. Shouldn't be able to.
No.
Should be able to get to those flip shots, get to those
And that's
runners.
why it was so puzzling, because it didn't appear that their defense was very exotic on him where those types of things weren't available to him. It seemed like they were available to him in game number 4, and he, for whatever reason, just couldn't. Not only him, Miles McBride. How he could not exploit that matchup. I understand he was physical and he's faster.
He's a better defender. I will give him credit. But you're right. I wish he would do better against him, too. I'm with you.
I'm not mad if he takes that pull-up, too, either. See,
there's the help.
Yeah.
Ooh. Travel there. That's a...
The thing about Embiid on that, right, boom, pull up. I'm taking that because he's done it so many times.
He's also hurt too, right? If it's normal, he's probably getting that foul, right?
Yeah.
He's probably got a little more lift.
Yep.
He's probably Euro stepping.
Yep. So take what you can get for right now.
I agree with you. It's like the less effort you expend, the better, right? So it doesn't take as much effort to just shoot
punish him right here, right?
Yeah, he's not as good at those hook shots.
Jump hooks. You talked about that on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's not his specialty.
Oof, transition hurting him early.
That's about 6 in transition, just off the top of my head. OG has one, and Brunson had another.
Yes, it's hurting him. See Joe trailing the play there. I mean, part of that was he was down by the hoop. He missed a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Hart too. Back to the Villanova days. Unbelievable grab and go guy.
And that's always been his move. The swing move.
The left, right, Euro step. Yep. Yeah, he loves
Always
that.
been it. Always been it.
Yeah. I liked it better when it was at Villanova, but he's still and even when he was not as good of a player as he is now, he still was doing that move in the pros.
Maxey,
he was still, they missed Maxey on the.
Still effective, right? Yeah. Why was that not a travel? I don't know what happened. Did it get knocked out of his hand?
Yeah, it must have.
I don't know.
That has to be. I was waiting for the whistle. I have no idea because the Knicks stopped playing.
It must have been knocked out of his hand. It had to be. Joel normally attempts to block that. So he just...
Part of that was they blitzed Brunson and the weeks, Hartenstein's a good passer too. I know Brunson killed you last game with those jumpers. I don't like that. I don't think the Sixers' backside defense is good enough. You can get up to the level, but don't trap them.
Good defense by Batum not to go for the ball fake. We've seen it so many times that it has hurt them. So good way to stay down there. Knicks starting to get into their rhythm though.
They're making some middies. Yeah.
And they're taking those. So if it's available to them, and Anunoby's made one, Brunson's made one, you've seen DiVincenzo make one. They're taking, again, what's given to them, they're taking them.
This game's going to be 95-95.
100%. 100%.
Just the way it is.
How much time is left? 2:55, yes.
It's going to be 95-95.
If anybody gets over 25 at the end of this quarter, it would be a miracle.
No. I'm saying at the end of the game.
No, I'm talking about the end of this quarter. So
okay.
that goes along and trends to what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's going to be another 90 to 92 finish.
This game's going to be in the 90s. It's going to be close.
All right. Right now, Knicks are shooting 46% 0 for 3 from 3, 7 for 15 from the field, 8 for 20 for the Sixers. 2 made three-pointers on the evening. That's Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with 9, Harris with 7, Embiid with 2 on that last jumper that he made from the mid-range. So guys are getting their shots up. Only 1 turnover for the Sixers, 2 for the Knicks. So far, Jalen Brunson with both of those turnovers for the New York Knicks. Have to get back in transition and finish slowing those guys down, because if you allow them to get out and run and get out with that space, they're very good in doing so. So right now, fast break points in favor of New York, 3-2. So it's not a big deal, but it just seems like those get out and run type of opportunities for the New York Knicks has worked out for them so far. We mentioned Hart with his and one. Jalen Brunson has one, and I believe OG Anunoby also. They didn't necessarily count, in the stats here, team stats, as a fast break point, but they got out and ran to finish those points for New York. All right. What do we have? What do we have tonight? You just get your predictions on these 2-2 series for Orlando and Cleveland. It's in Cleveland tonight.
What a bad series that is.
8 o'clock
just
start.
A bunch of blowouts.
Yeah. So that one seems like it's trending to 7 games. Each team winning on their home floor. No team has won on the road yet.
And honestly, if it gets 7, can Orlando win that series? Like what Cleveland did, tanking out of that,
Yeah.
I'm not sure they can score on the road as well. They feel like such a young team where they just play better at home.
Right.
I don't know, man. Cleveland is so uninspiring, though, man. It's crazy. They had that stretch where they were 17-1 this year.
Orlando.
No, Cleveland did.
Oh, Cleveland did, yeah. And the Sixers were the one that ended it on that Friday night.
Well, you know bad things are on the horizon when you lose to basically Tyrese Maxey and Buddy Hield by themselves.
Yep. That's when Buddy was good.
Yeah. Well, that was the grace period for Buddy.
That's when Buddy Hield was good.
Yeah,
man.
that was a fun 4 games.
It was.
Didn't quite last, but
it was. Got to sneak in some candy here. Let's look at some of these comments in here. Got a Knick fan in here, I think. Yeah. Let me see. Gene says, I need my pizza slice, Devon. Gene, come on down and hang out with us, man. Get your pizza. We got you covered. Gene Ross, we got you covered. Who else? Wawa Marvel says, Tobias should start with this team, but I wouldn't play him 38 minutes. Mitchell Robinson in.
They're playing Mitch and ooh.
Got a foul on Brunson, though.
Yeah, they're fronting Embiid.
And he gambled.
That was a gamble.
That was a gamble.
And that's once, even though Joel is clearly banged up, once you miss that pass, you're basically giving up 2 free throws at minimum there.
Yep.
I will say, though, I don't mind fronting him just to make him work,
He's been missing free throws since that 50-point game. He missed 4 in game 1. He was fine in game 2 and game 2 and 3. Game 4, he left some more. He left a couple on the table, I think. 2, maybe. Yeah.
I don't mind how he's playing, but 1 of 5 with the missed free throw, though. He's just not shooting it that well.
Yeah. And that 1 turnover.
Yeah, that was bad, too.
He had the 1 turnover.
Yeah, 0 for 8 for the Knicks to start, then 7 of 7. That's... Oh, see, that's
on Harris,
is
right?
that on Harris?
Yeah, that's on Harris. Send him to the free throw line. I think.
I think too. Let's see. I don't think Joe was.
Yeah, it was on Harris. It should be on Harris. Embiid has his back turned towards him. I will check for you, though, in the box score to check it out.
I would hope so. It was Joel was actually not making. I think he was going to let him dunk it.
Yeah, I think so, too. That one was on Lowry, Oubre, and Embiid, the only ones right now. Let me see. They update it. And they give it to, well, Harris still doesn't have the foul, so I don't know who it went to.
They got the play-by-play. Man, Robinson is just guessing, shooting those free throws.
Yeah, you take it. Yeah, I was looking at the.
Well, if that was Tobias, another really good foul by just good plays overall.
They gave it to Embiid.
So he's got two?
It looks like he only has one.
I thought he got one earlier on.
So did I.
On
early.
Hartenstein. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Kelly Oubre do you see that? He got suplexed by the way.
By Mitchell Robinson?
I'm not sure. It seemed like Kelly Oubre was kind of in the air on that one. I don't think Mitchell Robinson should be getting thrown out for this. If he got a flagrant, wouldn't be. But, I mean, he body slammed Kelly Oubre.
So it's no doubt a flagrant.
I think so. I don't know. I think so.
I want the Sixers to win, and we don't root, just because of them. All of the alumni.
So annoying.
It's annoying, especially John Starks.
John Starks in particular. John Starks, get off the court, man.
That is no doubt a flagrant.
That's a flagrant, yeah.
That's a flagrant. All right, let me see. I'm trying to look for
Flagrant
Joel's.
one, though. Don't kick him.
Don't
kick
toss
him out for that.
No, he gets a foul. Get him in foul trouble. Get him out.
That's in the similar vein of what Joel has been doing for a lot of this series. Mm-hmm. Give him the flagrant one.
And can you have Maxey? Maxey's not in the game, so I need Lowry or Harris to shoot the free throw, not Joel. Even though Joel shoots like 90%.
Oh, yeah. I'd let Tyrese shoot him. Well,
I think he's out of the game.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no flagrant. All right, I'm not mad.
I'm not.
I'm not.
It's
Yeah,
what
whatever.
it is.
I thought it would just be a flagrant, just kind of how they call it. But that's certainly not going to complain about that.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah, John Starks is so annoying.
Very annoying.
Ugh.
Yeah, Joel has the one foul.
Just one? Okay.
Just one. Yeah.
Maybe the other one was on somebody else. Nice pass by Payne there. Gotta make it, right? You
gotta
know?
take advantage of those. Gotta take advantage. I thought he was throwing that oop. Does Tobias Harris right now at least change how you substitute just because he has been playing okay today?
I think they kept him in. This is a
normally he's out.
longer stint than usual,
Yeah.
and I think that's smart by Harris. Also smart by Joe there too. Smart Joe.
Normally he's out by now. Yeah, normally he's out by now.
Joe tipping that ball out. I think he knows. I don't have all the energy, all that. Nice little volleyball slap out the campaign for the three.
You have a problem with any of the threes that they've taken because they have a high volume right now of 10.
No. I there might be one that I don't like, but
yeah.
Frankly, I think they're getting good looks. I think they're getting a lot off of Joel post ups, and frankly, that's a Knicks three, man. That's an offensive rebound, kick out, killer three.
And you don't mind those.
No, that's great.
As long as the guy has a good look, you take it.
Oh, so they get Joe out early here.
Yes.
So I think that's probably smart, right? Because you probably put him back at the same time.
Harris also out.
Right around the 8-minute mark.
Okay, Maxey
right?
back.
But you're up 5, so you have a chance you have some points to play with here.
And you have a couple of 24 seconds.
And you can lengthen the amount of time that he is out of the game.
Yes, and you get the TV timeout.
Can they just honestly, make a 3 here? Seriously, it really takes just one BS shot.
Take a mid-range shot.
I'd take a mid-ranger. I'd take a Kelly Oubre tap in too.
Yeah.
That works.
Take that. Here's the thing, Rich.
See, that's a good sub already because they got that bucket.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to get killed here.
Non-Embiid minutes, though. No Kyle Lowry. Campaign with Maxey still out there on the floor. And you were able to get more out of Tobias Harris the length of the game.
Oh, man.
Maxey,
Brunson is all over the place.
So
right
I was
now.
going to say this. The Sixers have been up. Last game, they were up 10 twice. Game 1, they led. Game 2, they led. They have led.
They've
It's
led.
been when the Knicks make the run. Wow, that was off of a Sixer? When the Knicks make the run, that's the problem. Can you sustain it and stop their run enough? So being up 7 right now, we could go back to game 2 where we're telling Roy, hey, Roy, hang on, man.
Oh.
Are they in a bonus?
Might be the second foul in the last 2.
Okay. That was off.
Yeah, Sixers caught a break there.
Unless they were saying it was off McBride. I saw the official point to McBride. Batum tipped it. Are they challenging the foul call?
Sixers are in the bone. I don't know if this means they're...
Did he trip over his own foot?
See, I want one of these frustration Tibbs challenges to go against him. I feel like he's been completely reckless with challenges, and he's winning all of them.
He's 100%
and
right
they're telling him, great, Tibbs. You're being reckless. Congrats.
Yeah.
Like, if this is like Maxey trips over Robinson's foot, like, that's a foul. Let's see. Yeah, it might not have been a foul.
I can't tell. I need to see it again.
Did Hart get him? I don't know.
Is it conclusive? Is the question.
All right, I'm willing to be wrong on that. Maybe he wasn't fouled. Maybe
Hey.
that was a smart challenge by Tibbs.
Was he tripped?
But let's see, like,
How did he fall is my question.
well, yeah, did Hart, like, hit his arm first? Let's see Hart here. That's like a foul. He gets him on the elbow, right?
Yeah, because his balance is good enough to stay up. Something made him fall.
I think Hart hits him on the elbow there first, man. Like, he might get all ball down at the wrist level, but... Oh, I just feel like that's such a reckless thing to challenge. Yes.
So you said they're in the bonus?
And by the way, Tom Thibodeau, you are out of challenges tonight, sir. I just think, like, that's just, like, such bad process,
Yeah.
man. Like, have you ever heard Eric Spoelstra talk about this? Like, he will not challenge stuff early in the game because he just thinks, unless it's automatic and unless it's like a 3-shot foul, something that's obvious, he's like, dude, it's going to be more important at the end of the game.
Yep.
Like,
and to Doc's credit, he was like that too.
Doc was like that too. Now,
we used to yell at him for not taking them.
Well, look, it drives you crazy in the moment when he doesn't do it, but what Tibbs just did was awful. It's awful coaching. What are you doing?
All right, Maxey, take advantage of the free throw opportunities here. I don't want to be talking about LeBron James and Paul George and
I don't want to talk about that.
Brandon Ingram and all that stuff later on. I want to be talking about
Game 6.
Game 6. Rich, how did they win it? Right?
They're coming home.
Tobias Harris played well.
They're coming home to 10,000 Knicks fans.
All right, man. I'll ask you once we go. But I'll ask you. All right, they're winning the Paul Reed minutes now. Rich, they're good. They're fine. They were up 5. Now they're up 9. Winning the Paul Reed minutes. Let's see what happens here.
Can they get another stop and even press their luck more?
If they get a stop, by the way,
I mean, that's off Brunson. Brunson is
hold the basketball now with 18.6.
Oh yeah. Like,
do not shoot it at 11.
Take 4.
Kelly Oubre.
At minimum, you got to get out of this quarter up 4-0 in these minutes and take that.
This has Maxey drive to the basket
this
layup.
is a Maxey shot
all over. Not even a 3. Just drive to the basket. Look, Brunson is playing.
Ooh, I like.
That's all right.
That's a great look.
You know he's gonna make it.
I think he was late.
Oh, okay.
What, do you think it was good, Bree?
No, she had it before we did.
Was it the Maxey one or the Hart shot?
Hart.
Yeah.
He missed it.
Yeah, he was late.
Oh, he was? Oh.
Yeah, he's like, no good. So Tyrese shot that too early.
Yes, he did.
But it was good luck, man.
It was a good look. It was a good look.
They had a chance to win 7-0, the non-Embiid minutes for a sec there. Bro, they could lose the next minute 7-0 and be okay.
All right, here's my question to you.
That's a great start. Great start.
As we ask, what's up, everybody? We asking everybody, what's up to the PHLY fam? We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. And what did you make of Joel's comments after the game about the 10,000 Knicks taking over the center on Sunday?
Well, first off, I feel like I have been more critical of him than maybe Derek has so far in this series. I'm not going to be critical of him for that. I just think he got asked a question, right? And it was a very direct question. What do you think about all these idiots screaming, "Let's go Knicks"? and look, like we talked about this during the game. In 2017, 2018, when the Sixers were on the way up, everybody was excited about their team. Knicks fans still came down, man. They love coming to Philadelphia. It's a short drive, train ride, whatever. And look, I know I just called them idiots, but they're passionate. There's a lot of them, right? I got to give them credit.
I don't mind that.
No, there's a lot of them.
I don't mind that. Sixer fans are nuts too.
Totally, yeah.
Right?
So the fact that they finally made the playoffs, I don't think it's as deep as like Sixers fans are not as excited about the team and the Knicks fans are like so excited about their team. I think that is true, but I just think they come down here anyway, man. Like I just think
they come down here for the regular season.
I just think it just doesn't matter, right?
When they were bad, they showed up at the center.
And by the way,
how many times do we sit there in game nights and be like,
totally,
they're still here and this team stinks.
Yeah.
And by the way, they couldn't beat the Sixers.
They couldn't beat them
against Simmons or Embiid. They couldn't beat them.
They couldn't beat them, and they would get up early in those games, right? And they'd be loud as hell, and then they would lose every time. There was like the Ben Simmons stat. What was he, like 12-0 against them for a while? Joel is like, he's probably like
21 and 3 or something like that.
Yeah, he's the losses came this year, the ones he took, and obviously in this playoffs they have jumped up as well. Look, they come down, so I don't mind that. He got asked a question directly, and here's the thing with him: he's going to answer it honestly. And we love that about him, because when he says something funny, when he's talking shit to the other team, that's cool. But when things aren't going as well, he doesn't always have like the political skill set where he could just defer, right? And he just say, it was tough, they were down here, but it's about us. We got to win the game or whatever. He just doesn't work like that, and I think that's fine. So I thought he was going to get absolutely destroyed for it. I thought, now maybe you saw other places where people were more frustrated with him. I don't think he got killed in Philadelphia for saying that. And look, the other thing too is just like, how would you feel about it? Man, this is a playoff game. If I got to hear their fans as loud as our fans in our building while we're losing, like that, I get that. That sucks. And I'm not even blaming Sixers fans either, too. But I don't think he was blaming them either. He said it. He was like, I'm not blaming our fans. So probably should have just passed up on the question, been like, that's bait. Don't give me that. It. But he didn't, and that's who he is. And I'm happy that it seems like, I think for at least for Philadelphia, which, by the way, I love it here. Don't get me wrong. I do think sometimes we can overreact to that stuff, and I don't think we did that time. I think we, maybe mentioned it. Some people mentioned it in frustration, but I'm proud. I think, but most people just kept it moving.
First person I talked to after the game was our buddy Vince, of course, our boss here. And initially, just reading the quote, I said I didn't like it. I later heard it, and I said it was totally different from what I heard, and I heard the extended cut also. Where I felt like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought Tyrese Maxey, though, gave a much better answer.
Totally.
And he's the 22-year-old, so you know what I'm saying? Now, he's a different person. He wears his emotions differently than what we see from Joel Embiid, and as a result, that's why you get the answer that you get. So,
Tyrese Maxey doesn't make you laugh, in the way that Joel Embiid does, and I think it's kind of that same muscle, that same personality trait that produced both of those answers.
Yeah. So I wasn't as upset about it. Our buddy MDB here says, coming at calling your customers out is usually not a good thing. No, it's not. But he wasn't talking really about you. He was just frustrated about the Knicks fans being there.
Just the atmosphere.
Yes, exactly.
And I get it. If you're a little bit frustrated, fine. Look, this is the playoffs. Emotions run high, all that stuff. So I get it, but.
That's 2 on Kelly Oubre. He wins the tip, Paul Reed. They have to secure the basketball.
That's tough. Yeah, that was Oubre's fault. DiVincenzo just kind of beat him to that ball.
Yeah.
Paul outjumped Robinson for that.
It wasn't even Robinson. That's the thing, was it?
Oh,
I thought it was McBride or Brunson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then he gets less credit for winning the tip, then. He should win the tip again.
Yeah, he should. Sixers have led in the first quarter of 4 of the 5 games. That's what I mean.
It's not a surprise, right?
Mm-hmm. By the way, my mom says she's watching Bree, and she's like you. She agrees that the Sixers will win. She has good vibes right now.
All right, we're back to even on the non-Embiid minutes. Can you keep it there? Still got Brunson in.
Good look.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. He's playing well. Just didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. He's got 2. Don't get a third.
See, this is Jalen Brunson loves this time. No Joel. He's got campaign on him.
Yeah, he's going to size Cam up. Good help.
Nice move.
Jalen Brunson is an all-NBA player. It's not a knock.
Kelly Oubre, nice return
Nice response. There. Yeah. Because he's going to come out soon. He's got 2 fouls. So you might as well be aggressive and get your shots off. That's Jalen Brunson. What are you supposed to do with that?
That's campaign staying in front of him, B-ball with a little bit of a late contest, but that's a shake his hand shot right there. That's a good player.
Jalen Brunson has a lot of, damn it, let me shake your hand at the end of that.
Totally. What do you think about this? Because people have been talking about kind of the general lack of athleticism with him.
I think he's athletic. He's just not dunking on you.
He's just not vertically athletic. But I think he's quick.
Yeah.
I think he's shifty. And I think he's, it's kind of like Steve Nash was like that too, right? Where athleticism is more than jumping up and down and how fast you run and all those things.
And then the IQ just tops it off.
He's also strong too. That's the other thing too, which is So tough player to guard. Little flop there.
Yeah, I want to see that a little closer. Can I see that again? Can I see that again, television? I would like to see that. They're fighting for position.
That's a pretty lame one to give Tyrese Maxey, man. Oh,
can't challenge it.
Can't challenge that one, Tom.
Good on you, Kelly Oubre.
They're doing a great. I don't know if it's just Oubre, but they're doing a great job of kind of denying Brunson that first catch. They have a few turnovers on that.
Paul's got to dunk that.
I think Paul was out of bounds too.
He's got to squeeze the pill, man. Dunk that. Right there. Boom. That was good. That was actually a good play by Mitchell Robinson.
Good recovery.
Yep. And Paul Reed has those elongated strides. He has those long strides.
He usually does a good job of finishing with like some craft around tall guys.
That's on Paul Reed if that goes. He doubled when it didn't require double yet, and he left the ball swinging.
And this is the thing about playing Robinson too, right? Like that's what bothered me about the last game. Because Achua is beating you to the boards. Like Mitchell Robinson is their best offensive rebounder by a lot. He is just like heavy, just hard to keep off the glass. See, this is Jalen Brunson is.
But you got the early break for Embiid. You got the early break.
See, now these minutes are starting to fall apart, and they just need.
Trail break, trail 3, that's good.
And, of course, they lose the minutes again.
Mm-hmm.
Killer.
Now, they
just stink.
Remo and a couple other people, I will put some of that on Paul Reed of finishing at the rim. He had a good offensive rebound where he battled and gave his team an opportunity. He won that tip on that jump ball, as you talked about. But he has to finish. He has to play better there. I agree with you. Tonight, on those Paul Reed minutes. Early on, he was fine. And then those few possessions there down the stretch, not good on the offensive end. And they're trusting him. They're throwing him the basketball. He's got to be better with it.
Mm-hmm.
(28-28). Sixers did get 26 after one. I said 25. There you go. But right now it's 11-2 in the third.
Brutal.
11-2. So they win the back end of the first and they lose the front end of the second with Embiid on the bench. You'd imagine that he's coming back now with 9 minutes to play. Can he gave him about 9 to start the game. Can he give you 9 to close going into halftime?
He got a long rest here.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. He came out of the game at 1:21. So that's a full 4 minutes basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 4 minutes of rest, probably about 10, 15 minutes of actual time now with this timeout also. So yeah. Milwaukee, Indiana also tonight. That's the 9:30 game.
I mean,
Pacers up 3-1. No Lillard, no Giannis tonight again. I think Indiana closes this one out. I think.
They better. I mean, I think the Bucks are so terrible. Look, I love me some I don't love me, but I can acknowledge the greatness of shorthanded Doc at times, but he's just doesn't have enough with that team, man.
And Bobby Portis didn't help by getting tossed.
I know.
He fell for that.
What'd you think of that?
I thought he slapped him, so he should have been tossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The push and all that stuff, that was fine. When he slapped him, that was the thing. And then he big boyed him too. He grabbed the back. He smacked him and grabbed the back of his head. So it was like, yo, all right, yeah, he's going to get tossed for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to get your thoughts on the OKC and Minnesota sweeps.
Oh, okay. So wait, we did miss it. Derek said, so Tibbs still does have his challenge because he was right about the Robinson
The
film.
one.
So it didn't work on that one.
Yeah.
So
All right, so he has one left.
I think he still has one left. So
All right. What are your thoughts on the Minnesota OKC sweeping their series?
really impressive, both of them. And I think we're starting to see too, and I think it's something we're going to have to talk about in the offseason. Like, I'm not getting there, but I think in general what we're seeing in the playoffs is deep teams, young teams, athletic teams. That's what I want in the playoffs, right? And just going after 33-year-olds, 35-year-olds, and not having a deep roster, I think it's a tough way to go, right? And Minnesota, like, they got killed in the regular season by Phoenix, but they just wore on them as that series went on. Too much size, too much athleticism for them.
Got
There's your
plenty
double.
of time. Plenty of time.
See, it's he just got to make the shot. I mean, every time he's getting doubled. I don't even know if I would double him.
Because he can't move.
Yeah. Make him make that too. See, you just blocked him.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you doubling? But see, that shot doesn't happen if Batum,
If he makes it.
if he makes it, right? And the Sixers' three-point shooting is letting them down. Let's see, what are they shooting now from three? Yeah, I mean, they're 3 for 14. I think the quality of their looks has been excellent.
He carried. And he pushed off.
He is.
Didn't he do both?
McBride is having a big series, man.
I thought he did both.
Yeah.
Carried and pushed off. This is where Embiid cannot, exactly, he can't make it about himself.
I mean, Tyrese has to, like, make a layup at some point here.
He's only had the one layup, right?
He's missed a few. I find it insane that they're doubling him with Mitch's size on Joel.
Watch the carry, right?
Yeah,
right there.
He did carry.
And then the push.
Yeah, he did. He did carry.
That's a bad carry to miss, too. That wasn't that fast. I saw that in real time.
Well, especially when you're out on a fast break too, right? If you carry in traffic or something like that, it was not one of those.
Yeah. In low zone. Keep your head up, man. Keep your head up and pass the ball.
Not a smart play by Oubre.
Not keep your head up and go to the basket into traffic. He's immune to immune to that.
Timeout.
It is a 18-2. Is that 18?
It's a lot.
18-2. Yeah.
See, this is too far of a catch.
Yep.
They're still doubling though, which is crazy to me.
And they're gonna live with Oubre or Batum.
I mean,
or anybody else taking those threes.
Those guys are killing them. These are wide open corner threes. Like,
that's a bad reach by Tyrese. That's 2 on him now. Now you put your head coach in a tough spot. It's a bad foul. Why are you going into... This makes no sense. Here's the other thing when we talk about what their personnel is versus the Sixers personnel, and I understand you're playing with 2 minimum guys that are out there, and one of them is sick right now, but still, you're out there. They know who they are, their personnel. Mm-hmm. They don't try to do more than they should. And ultimately, you're going to get a good, even if you miss the shot, you're going to get a good look out of it.
I know.
Embiid can't turn that ball over. Oubre can't turn that ball over. And Maxey can't take a bad foul right there. 19-2. Or 18-2, sorry.
About to be 19-2. Oh, jinxed him.
Nobody wanted to grab the ball?
Seriously, man.
Josh Hart would have dove through somebody's leg to get that loose ball. They're lucky they didn't get that one up. They needed that one. They're working too hard, and they're already at 5.
See, he's going to get up on Joe.
They're working too hard.
It's really bad offense.
And we're already at 6 minutes, Rich.
They have 2 points this quarter?
2 points. They may not get double digits. We've seen too many quarters like this from them. There aren't many adjustments made there from the first to the second where it should be an 18-2 run.
6 points in 2 minutes can hurt you. Joel only has 3 points. And again, that's not enough, but I also think he's creating wide open threes, and they're just bricking the hell out of
Yeah,
him.
you hesitate to put the blame on him for those.
I don't want to, yeah. I'd like to see a little more scoring, obviously, but
He'll stop a run. Look at that.
he's the only one who's making threes.
I know. He'll stop a run for you.
This would be, I mean, talk about some dark comedy,
That he saves the season?
Well, no. Just that they lose, but it's not his fault, like that he is their best player.
Got enough to get up for that lob.
Mm-hmm.
See, they know who they are, man. Their identity is clear. The Sixers' identity is somewhat clear, too. You get the ball to Joel and run a 2-man game with Tyrese Maxey, but there are other things that you can do.
It's just, and look, I don't know who to blame here, but it just feels like these teams like New York and Miami, they're comfortable playing these games in the mud. And there's just a confidence level.
They never.
And the Sixers need to play a pretty game. It needs to be game 3, right? They need it to be. And it's just been that way for a long time. And you can't just blame one person, but it's
just 5 points so far in the second quarter. 26-17 it was after one.
I mean, everybody but Tobias is 1 of 14 from beyond the arc.
You said they needed to make a lot of threes tonight. How many do the Knicks have? 3?
The Knicks are only 2 of 9 from
2
3.
of 9?
They're not shooting well.
Anunoby and
They're shooting 2s
McBride.
a lot better.
They're taking the mid-range shots when they're there. Sixers are fighting for possessions, good looks.
I think we can also look back at that first quarter. If they do lose this game, we're going to look back at that first quarter when the Knicks had nothing going offensively and say, man, that had to be a 15-point lead. You needed to just bust that thing wide open. I mean, look, the Sixers are, I can't even say it's the offensive rebounding. They have 8 more shots, 4 less free throws, so they're winning the possession game right now. Just really ugly offense. And look, I think some of it is when Joel is not scoring and, he's got 3 assists and created a couple more, but.
Dave Dewar said, spike that ollie pop.
Yeah.
Spike it. Why do you think Embiid is selling for a face-up game 17 feet away from the basket? I mean, he's like 20 feet away from the basket against Mitchell Robinson instead of doing what we saw in the first half, back to the basket against Hartenstein.
I think Mitchell Robinson is a harder guy to move when you're on one leg. I think, even though I am crediting him for his passing, they got to find some ways to get him more open shots. I mean, what is Maxey? It just feels like they're not getting Maxey and him on the same page. Like, I wish they would play that 2-man game more, and it's not happening quite as much. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't have it tonight,
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you want to see?
I would like to see him, if he's going to receive the ball somewhere on the perimeter, I prefer it in his sweet spot, right around that 15-17, where he can jab and get him to back off a little bit. And if he plays him too tight,
they might double him there too.
They do. But what you said, he's giving the basketball up well enough to get them some open looks. So where we don't blame him is he's passing the ball and they're getting decent shots. Their offense has not been good. See, they're fine with their mid-range stuff. Look at the double right here on OG Anunoby. Why are you doubling OG Anunoby right there at the elbow?
Not smart.
What? Because Kyle might be, he might be smaller and he can shoot over him? Okay.
I know OG has made some of those ugly. Every one he makes, it's such an ugly shot too. Just lumbering free throw line jumpers. But yeah, it's like you said. Even if he makes it, shake his hand. Good for him.
Count on him.
That's a kind of flop I like. Like, Mitchell Robinson, come on, man. Like, you're just going to run over the guy? Like, of course he's going to fall down.
That's 2 silly fouls on him that way.
Totally. I appreciate that you want to keep Joel off the block, but, if a guy sets a screen, the way basketball works is you got to go around him.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to just walk through him.
Look at that deep post.
See? He's got to make it.
So Wawa Marvel says he has the advantage against Robinson on the face-up. I'm not saying he doesn't. I agree with you that he does have an advantage there. I actually thought that was
off.
Sixers ball.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Wawa Marvel. I'm just saying closer to his sweet spot, not 23 feet away from the basket, maybe about 15 to 17, again, from that elbow extended to only about 17, and that's it. I thought he was going to throw a lob there.
Yeah, they're on fire right now.
Yep. 9 for 12 this quarter.
Crazy start for them. Sixers just running bad offense, too.
It's taking them too long. They're 10 seconds in now, and what's the solution here? But I'm saying you're 10 seconds in and you got to...
I think if you're Nick Nurse, you look at that possession and you say 2 things. You say, thank God he finally made one. Thank God our team made one. But the way we're running it is they're dictating the pace on us right now.
And thank you for giving the basketball up. As much as I don't mind him when he does it.
See, yeah.
He
that's
dictated that.
Oh, see, that's interesting.
He dictated that.
This is gonna be a charge.
Yeah.
Did he get him in the face?
Yes, he did.
If he got him
his left elbow.
If he got him in,
right there.
So Nurse is going to challenge.
His elbow did get him in the face, at least from my view. I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
See,
watch the left elbow.
I don't know about this one because if it's the elbow and it's the wrong call. See, so this one actually is like high leverage because you take away a foul from Joel, you get 3 points on the board if you get it right. But I think I agree with you. I don't think it's a good challenge. It looked like he got him in the face. And so call out Tibbs. I'll call out Nurse for that one too. We'll see. This one is...
Randy said he's allowed to move his arms. Yes, but you're not allowed to put it in the face of the defender.
Yeah, I just got to see. If he got him at all in the face, that's going to be a foul.
And only because while Mitchell Robinson wasn't planted or anything, I know people think maybe, no, he was there. He didn't have to beat him to the spot because Embiid is a little bit slow right now. So, yes, you're allowed to do that, but...
So Kyle said the call stood, too. It was a bad challenge. It was a bad job.
Bad challenge, yeah. I guess Nurse was just trying to show, hey, take a shot, show my guys I have your back, because it's
been a rough year for Nick Nurse challenging.
Yeah,
man. And rough year for the Sixers with challenges going against him too. Honestly, getting the Maxey one with Tibbs, and even if Tibbs won the challenge, but yeah,
right
see,
there.
when he got him in the face, that's a foul. You can't.
He turned his face, so yes.
If he does not hit him in the face, then I think that's a worthwhile challenge.
You know what would have worked? If he brought it down and ripped it through, then he would have gotten the and one and the foul and maybe even made
It's just such a bummer. He's got no elevation. He's got no lift.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to play Mitchell Robinson next October. He's going to go right by him and dunk on him.
Yes, he
and that game doesn't matter. So congrats. Sixers win a regular season game.
And you let him get into a rhythm now.
Got to weather the storm here. Got to keep this within
8. Got to keep it under 10.
Yeah, got to keep it under 10. If this is like 5 at halftime,
he's losing the basketball, man.
What are you doing?
Gotta shoot that.
You gotta shoot that ball.
Gotta shoot that one. That little cheap foul on Jalen Brunson does nothing. See, all of their stuff is just sharp. It's not panic.
No, and their stuff was not sharp to start the game.
And that was 3.5 on the shot clock. We've seen 3.5 on the shot clock here, and the panic sets in.
Yeah. No, that's true. He doesn't have any advantage.
That was a good look. That was a good look. I thought that was good coming out of his hand. Can't let this get to double digits.
Don't double him.
All those 50-50 balls, man, they just work out their way.
Oh, Joe is up on that screen and Hartenstein slips it. He just can't move, man. Look at that. He just got back cut.
And he grabbed him.
I know. He got lucky it wasn't a foul on him.
Yes. He'll split these. Got to bounce. Maybe he'll make both. The one that bounced, that's the split. He got the roll.
3 of 16.
Wow. And I don't know how many looks were clean looks.
Just a disaster quarter. Joe turns it over. I mean,
they put themselves in too deep of a hole. I'm just too deep of a hole, man.
It's going to be really hard, especially with how bad their offense is.
can't.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
50-50 ball,
Just
man.
Anunoby loses it. Good block.
He got her for that one. Jalen was setting up for that charge, too.
Got the 8.
You need a run here. You need a run.
Just need something.
5-0 run. Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Something. Get a stop. Get a three-pointer. Surprised they even reached double digits. Good switch.
Off.
Good tip.
See, it's
You
could be
know
a
it.
5-point swing.
You know he's going there. He wanted to give it back. Trust him. Viva la France.
Said 6 points. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Look.
Credit Maxey on that.
Honest to God, the biggest play is Maxey tipping that rebound.
That's why I was saying credit
That's
Maxey
a
on that
5-point swing. Like, it really is.
Get out of there.
It's such a big deal. Like, who grabs the rebound on this end of the floor?
Not when he's shooting.
I don't like doubling off of him. I don't like doubling Brunson
I didn't like
from the hoop.
I agree with you.
Especially that guy's been on fire. I'm very happy that Brunson flop gets unrewarded.
Should have given it to Maxey on that catch, man. We said keep it to 8. If they can keep it under 8, that would be fantastic.
If it's 6, you take it, and it's not great.
Regroup. You just regroup. He'll make one of these.
He's off.
He is.
So I'm very curious. I think you need to start doubling off him. Oh wow, Lowry, very aggressive 2 for 1. He not get hit?
Nah.
I
didn't like it.
Yeah.
If it was open, yes, but he walked into it, sure, but guys recovered quickly. You gotta try something else.
I think you're right. Yeah,
You
I'm trying
gotta
to give
try
them the benefit
something
of the doubt.
Yeah.
So they're doubling off Hart here.
Gonna make something. This is 8. Can you get a 3 to cut this to 5 going down?
Great finish.
Yep. Yep.
All right, take a 6-point deficit.
You take that.
Could have been worse.
Man. As bad as that was, it could be a lot worse.
Totally.
A lot worse. But you still cannot have that third quarter where you only score 17 points against that defense. Now, look, they shot the lights out in that frame, but a lot of that was self-inflicted of how you were defending, turning the ball over, going the other way, doubling when you didn't need to double, resulting in wide open 3-pointers.
Like in this series, with how it's been all these games in the 90s, a 32-point quarter is killer. Like I know game 3 was, these teams going up and down, but frankly, the way the Sixers offense is, I just don't think they're scoring a lot at this point. Giving up 32 is it's a lot of points in these games.
So the Sixers led 26-17 after 1, and we said how good their defense was and how good their offense was good enough to keep them to just 17 as far as their defense goes on the other side. So when it goes the other way, yeah, the Sixers offense was not good enough there. You cannot allow that in this type of low-scoring game. That's considered an eruption.
I know.
Game 3, when they had the 43 points the Sixers did in the third quarter, that's a real eruption. In this type of game, 32 to your 17, that's significant. And the Knicks get the ball coming out of the locker room. You hope that the defense stands up, and I hope that they're able to make the adjustments where the doubling is not all that necessary. Was that something? Was that a point of emphasis from the coaching staff, saying, hey, double Brunson? Because we did talk about that. They have to try something different, double Jalen Brunson. But when they got McBride out there with him for that reason, because he's hitting the shots and DiVincenzo can make his too, you're lucky that Josh Hart also didn't knock down one of those 3 threes that he
Josh
took.
Hart 0 for 4 from 3, which is...
And they were open.
I think he's balancing out what he should have done the rest of the series. But, I'd live with those. It's tough, though. They're getting, they're trying to attack Maxey with McBride. And when the Sixers double and don't give up that switch, I don't think their rotations have been very sharp on the back end. Like if you're, Nick Nurse's old team, the Toronto Raptors, and even if you're the Knicks here, you're a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. I think that's been an underrated Knicks positive thing where when they have doubled Embiid, when they have, late clock situation, they have been, making that second and third effort, getting out the shooters. They're a little faster than the Sixers for whatever reason. I mean, we know what reason.
We know why.
Sixers have old guys, right?
Yeah, they're younger
They have old
team.
guys and they got hurt guys. And they got one fast guy, but he's not even that big. So,
All right, so here you go. Why is Nick Nurse still playing Paul Reed? That's from Perry Ellis.
it's a good question. So
Where would you have gone?
I don't know. So that's the thing. When people say, let's play Bamba, I watched Bamba play the entire year. You did too. I don't think that's the answer. But, look, I will say the difference is the first 3 games, I don't think Reed was bad. The last 2, he has not been very good. And it's about more than him, but he has not been very good. So what do? Do you go with small ball?
Well, we talked small ball, but when your guy is Mitchell Robinson instead of Precious Achua, it's tough to go small ball in that scenario, is it not?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, and again, I've seen the stat that when B-Ball Paul plays at the 5, the Knicks really start attacking the rim. And I don't think that's his fault, but I think that just goes to show Joel is just a different type of...
So if you do make the switch, what are you asking for from your backup center? Your backup center minutes, what are you asking for? And I'll ask that question first, lead me into my second one.
I think I'm looking for a switch guy. I mean, I think I'm looking for...
And that's Paul Reed. More so over Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba is not getting rebounds in the series, right?
So that's my thing.
It's
if
tough.
you go
I don't
Mo
know
Bamba,
what the right answer is.
Yeah.
I'm with you that to the commenter, and we appreciate you you joining us. I just don't know what the right answer is, with these guys, right? Because I don't think Paul Reed has been very good the last couple nights. If there was another playable option, I would go with it, but it's small ball, which I don't really think they have the chance to do that. There's no PJ Tucker from 5 years ago, not even PJ Tucker from last year, but PJ Tucker from 5 years ago on this team. And Bamba is not that good. So what do you think?
the only time I would have looked to Bamba was when we were sitting here for game 2, when I was saying get Embiid out the game. Because you had a 5-point lead, and at that point you're asking for don't foul defensively, and when they miss, you rebound the basketball. And that was, again, offensive-defensive substitution. It wasn't leave him in for the last 2 minutes of the game. It's more of, hey, get me a rebound. They're going to foul somebody, and you know, whatever it might be, and go there. And you had 2 timeouts. Remember, they blew the 1 timeout, and then they had the other one that they tried to get at the end of the game. But
Embiid is getting roasted online right now for that half.
By the national people?
It seems local people too.
Because national people can't wait for him to fail. And especially in an elimination game, right? Elimination game. You can leave it out there since we have so many Ollie-Pops in here. Thank you. 2 super chats. Let's get to Marty Bones first. Marty Bones. The most upsetting thing about all of this is Embiid hate. The guy has been through all of this with us fans, overcome so much adversity to be an MVP in the league, and yet he is painted as a villain. He deserves better. Thank you, Marty Bones. We appreciate it.
What do you think of that? I mean, I generally agree.
I generally agree. I do. So a lot of it is deserving because of his play, because of what he doesn't do. The injury stuff, a lot of that you can't pin on him because injuries happen. All of it is not bad luck. It's what it is.
This one this year is not bad luck. The ones in Toronto,
the slap in the face from Siakam,
yeah, it's elbow in the face. That's bad luck.
So was the Markelle Fultz. That was bad luck.
Bad luck.
Yeah, breaking his thumb before the slap in the face. Bad luck.
Got caught in the jersey.
Yeah, bad luck.
So here's the thing I'll say about Embiid. And again, look, man, they're down 6. People are writing the obits already, and we got 24 minutes. Maybe we're talking about that at the end of the night. But the thing I would say about him is I think he has had a remarkable amount of organizational incompetence around him. I think he's had a remarkable amount of bad luck with injuries and stuff like that. I want him to succeed because I like him as a person, and I think he's like a truly unbelievable talent. Unfortunately, his playoff record, maybe he changes it, right? Maybe we get a good second half. But as of now, and if they lose this series, the issue is his playoff record is really rough. Like, it's almost unprecedented for a guy as good as him. And at some point, that is going to be thrown back at you. I can explain pretty much all of them away. And frankly, I agree with Derek that I think I was much more disappointed in him last year than this year in this series. Not taking over in Game 6, completely no-showing that Game 7. Did not like that. He is going to get a lot of stuff. But I'm with you. I don't want to read Joel Embiid hate, and I want to see him just get to the conference finals at least, make a deep playoff run, because pretty much every player as good as him has done that in his career. And I don't think it's a matter of he doesn't want it or anything like that,
Yeah.
I hope so.
I do think he wants it.
I don't like it either.
I do think he wants it.
Yeah.
This first half was not good enough for him. He shot 3 for 10. He had some bad turnovers, 3 of 10. The jump hook is a makeable shot. Not settling for a jump shot.
Missed 2 of those?
He missed 2 of those.
Yeah.
And I just saw one of the replays, and it was really bad. It was almost as if he was practicing against Love as his big man coach, and missing it, and Love giving the ball back, saying, "Do it again." That's how bad that one looked. And then you get your shot block from Mitchell Robinson, and to the point of the chatter saying his face up against Mitchell Robinson because he can get by him a little bit is much better. Yes, but it needs to be closer. It can't be that far away from the basket. You set it on the catch. That's too far out. And then he settled for a jumper. That he has to be better there. I'm not blaming him defensively. I'm not blaming him on the rebound, because guess what? He has like 9 rebounds in the first half. He got it for a couple of those. He got to get blocked right there on Isaiah Hartenstein. That looked like it was a dunk. So
they're winning the rebounding battle right now. They're holding their own. This is a matter of offensive execution right now. So
the Knicks were 30% in the first quarter. They're now 51%.
I know they're making shots, and I think
the Sixers have more made threes, 6 to 4.
I think the Sixers need to stick to. I don't know what they do with Brunson, but Embiid up at the level against Brunson, he just doesn't have it. Just does not have the change of direction. So do something different. Send an extra defender at him. I think the answer is you're just daring Josh Hart to shoot, and move Joel back. But whoever is guarding Josh Hart, just park that guy's ass at the free throw line. If Josh Hart is wide open, if he back cuts you, then you tell Joel, okay, that's on you. You got to go clean that up. But
what do you do if he starts making them again? You live with it?
Devon, look, the Knicks have 10. They've rebounded 10% of their misses so far. If you would have told me that at the beginning of the series, I'd be like, Sixers are up 20 right now. That's the only way they can score.
They can't execute.
This is shot making and execution, and
Real time with Prince Blue, super chat.
Yeah.
Can Maxey become a killer, or it can't be taught? You first.
I think he's getting there. I think for him, it's going to take a few more years. I think particularly in the playoffs, he's still got a couple levels to go. And I hate that I'm saying this right now, but some of it is just you got to fail. You got to go back to the drawing board in the offseason. And the one thing I will give Maxey a lot of credit about, too, he is just like Embiid, where in the offseason, after the year's over and he needs to get better at something, whether that's getting all the way to the rim, working on his threes, all those things, he comes back, he works his butt off, and he comes back a much better player. And I think there's a reason, Like, he won the most improved player award this year. He should have won the most improved player. Like, it should have been like a career achievement award. There's nobody who gets better and better and better and better and better like Tyrese Maxey does. It just doesn't happen. Like, at some point in the NBA, you just reach your ceiling. It could be awesome, but you don't just keep getting better. And for him to just continually make that incremental improvement is important. Look, I was disappointed in him in Game 4. I thought that was
a winnable
I thought that was
game.
very misleading, his stats. Like, I just did not think he
didn't play well.
He's done
enough.
well, and frankly, he's not scoring enough in the non-Embiid minutes too, man. Like, when Joel is playing, they're not going to score as much. So, like, you can afford some misses. You can afford, missing a three, missing a layup or whatever. Like, you just need to score in those minutes, and he hasn't been able to do it. So I do think he's going to be relatively a killer. I mean, like, look, is he going to be LeBron James in his prime? No. Like his size is limiting him in an aspect, but I think he will get better in his career in the playoffs, and he will learn from this experience. Hopefully he learns from it in the second half, right? Doesn't have to just be over right now.
Yeah, I think he's shown it already. Is he all the way there? No, I agree with Rich, but he has shown it. Go back to Game 2. You needed a killer in that second half. What did he do? He put them in a position to win that game. Yes, he did drop the ball in the inbounds and all of that stuff, but the shot that he made, that fadeaway jumper against two defenders with the shot clock winding down, he made that fadeaway jumper to give them, I think it was a 2-point lead or something like that. And then he knocked down that three-pointer. While he missed the one on Sunday, we have seen it already. We've seen him have those performances in the postseason. Toronto, he had 38 in the game one to start their series off in that one. And that was a younger Tyrese Maxey. So I think it's there already. To your point, you still have to fail, though, to get it all the way there.
He's not as consistent yet.
Yeah, and he's different when you went with like LeBron. I even go a guy who's four years in, like him. I'll go Anthony Edwards. That's a different type of killer.
Bigger boy,
bigger body,
bigger athlete, can play the physical game.
Yes.
Like there's a higher ceiling with the guy.
Right.
Like, and by the way, there's a reason, right? Anthony Edwards, I believe, was the first pick in that draft. Tyrese Maxey was the 21st pick in the draft. Now, Tyrese Maxey shouldn't have been the 21st pick in the draft, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So big thing for him in the offseason for me. I think he can certainly get better as a playmaker, but for me, and this seems very doable, just considering how coordinated he is, what a good shooter is, he's got to get better with the mid-range. He's got to understand how to be on balance in the mid-range. Like, he just
square up, man.
Feels like he takes harder shots than he should.
Square up.
And
get your body square, shoulder square to the basket.
But here's the thing. He's going to go with Drew Hanlon, and he's going to get that squared away.
Yep.
He's going to be better at that next year. So
back to our Paul Reed conversation really quickly here. Wawa Marvel says, screaming Paul Reed is garbage doesn't change what Embiid is doing out there or the other players. He was out there for 5 minutes. Follows up by also saying that's not the difference in the game. This time his minutes weren't good for those 5 minutes. It wasn't even the 5 minutes at the 121 at the end of the first. Those were good. It was the first three of the second where they came back and chipped into that 9-point lead that you had.
I agree that it's not the entire difference in the game, right? Joel can be better in this case. He can put more of an imprint on the game. I think his injury is going to limit him from doing it to the degree we've seen in the regular season. I'd be much, much tougher on a half like that if he was moving better. But like, look, it just adds up, right? Like the Sixers just they don't have as much of a margin for error in this series, and unfortunately, that is part of the margin, and they just get destroyed in it every time. You know, if there was 2 games this series where Paul Reed, they just won those minutes by 2 points, like we're talking 2-2, 3-1 right now, right?
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
So look, it's not the only thing, but it's the same thing with Joel, right? We've seen Joel for his whole career. He's fallen short, right? So he's probably going to get more crap for it if it happens again, just because of the history, right? It's happening again. It's the same thing with Paul Reed. We've seen the Sixers just not solve that problem a million times. So it's understandable why I pointed out why other people are just like completely fed up with it, because it's ridiculous. It's way too much. Just survive for 5 minutes with them. It should not be this hard.
All right, here we go. Start of the second half for the Sixers and the Knicks, down 6. Knicks get the basketball to begin things. And once again, we are brought to you by our good friends from Olipop. As you can see all the Olipop on the table, we have our ginger ale here that we're drinking. Bree has some Olipop there in her studio as well. And we appreciate Olipop, always taking care of us. You can find them at your local Wawa. Nice deep post position here for Joel Embiid. Joel, if you make this shot or make the nice pass, I'll get you a Olipop. And that looked like that was going to be a decent drive, and it wasn't.
I think he didn't.
And Joel
he
couldn't
should have caught the pass clean, but he didn't. And see, there you go. Good fight there. What's he got? 10 rebounds now?
Yeah, and he couldn't get that last one just because he can't move.
Yeah.
The
last one was a long rebound.
The long rebound. That's a good drive.
There's
right
two
there.
man.
Should have given it back to Embiid.
Get back to it.
Yep.
See, Joel is just dying for. Come on, Tyrese.
Is that not a foul?
Create an advantage.
And I actually thought Tobias should have been a little aggressive going right there. Since he's playing well, I thought he should have been aggressive instead of passing it right away. You didn't take anybody with you. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
You only took your guy with you.
One thing about Kelly, he's not turning that down. For better or worse.
But he will split a free throw pair.
For better or worse. I'd like to say this, too. If this is the last game we get this year, I will say it. As much as he's driven me crazy.
Harris?
No, Kelly.
Oh.
No.
That's
Tobias.
dedicated a whole week. That's 5 years worth of conversation to Harris. You're talking about Oubre.
Tobias, they are the complete opposite with the amount of money they make. Look, Kelly frustrates the hell out of me with some of the plays he makes, but the guy just plays hard, and you and I have laughed. Is it smart all the time? No. Is he a very flawed player? Did he go 3 months while shooting 15% from three, seemingly?
That was crazy.
I don't think he made a three in January or February. I'm not sure. I'm sure he did one or two in there, but it was rough. Anyway, I really appreciate that guy. I think he's given the Sixers
be aggressive here.
A ton
for what
minimum,
he was signed
for a minimum contract. So, and I would like.
Why is that so slow?
I would like to have him back next year, depending on what the salary.
Yeah.
This Tibbs 4-0 run, can't have it.
And that's only 4 points and some missed shots.
By the way, I don't think he has a bad timeout either. I'm making fun of Tibbs a lot.
No.
Did you see the?
And I give Tobias credit. He made the shot. No, it was just really long. But go ahead.
Well, especially too, like the Knicks haven't given up too many kind of easy layups like that in the series. Like Tobias was like, I think he was like looking around like, oh man, like you're not contesting on this.
You're not going to come steal this from me?
Wow. All right.
I'll take it.
I can lay this one in like it's November against the Hornets. All right. So
he's got 12, 5 for 7. His only 2 misses were threes.
He's been their best player. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think that would be fitting. Did you see the photo of Tibbs pumping gas?
Yeah. At 6 a.m.
With
his Knicks gear on.
So like, I get it. Like he's not like, like a king or like the president. So like, it shouldn't like surprise me that he's pumping gas.
Yeah.
But just like wearing the same shit he's just him being like, all right, I'll get the pump.
Yep. Yep.
I got to pay inside. Damn it. I don't know, man. That killed me.
Oh, man. So I had someone text me. Says, why is Maxey not getting enough blame thrown at him for the series in general, but more so games 4 and the first half of game 5?
It's a fair point because I think both of them are similar where, his stats look okay. I think he was like 4 for 10 from the field, but I don't know, man. Like with the way we're talking about it, they're doubling Joe every time. Tyrese one pass away, they're doubling off him. They're like they're not even trying to like mix it up. You feel like that's like such an advantageous position for him, where it's got to be, bro, you either got to make that shot, or if they close out hard, you get all the way to the rim. Like there's got to be a good shot at the end of that possession.
How would you say he has played overall in the series? Because look, in New York, he gave them a chance in both 1 and 2. He gave you 30 plus in both of those. Game 3, nice co-star, 25, as Embiid drops 50. He did enough. Game 4 is where it was really the problem.
I think, yeah.
And this first half, even though he had 15 at the half, it still wasn't a great 15 because he left a lot out there.
And he's getting opportunities. Like, they're still saying to Joel, even though you can't really score, we're taking you away, man. Like, that's how we are dealing with it.
We're daring Tyrese and everybody else to win.
It's been up and down. Like, look, they completely screwed the... He deserved to win game 2 by himself, right? Like, he was terrific. And at the end of game 1, I mean, I wish that was still going. Maybe if we get a second half like that tonight, like at the end of game 1, I was like, I mean, this guy is just blowing by everybody.
Yeah.
Like, he's making OG look like he's in quicksand right now.
Yeah. We had another super chat from Real Time that I missed. I'm sorry. Bench averages 10 points per game.
Yeah.
Morey is a war criminal.
Well, it's not a great bench. I agree with that.
Well, Buddy Hield's supposed to give you a lot more.
And it boils down to Morey did not try. Like he could have made moves to bolster the bench, but he just really wanted that cap space. And this is what you get. And
then
I'll tell you right now. We'll see if it works in the offseason, but it sucks right now. I agree with that.
Then you also look at the fact that Anunoby goes first. He goes to your division rival, who you knew were going to be good. You just didn't know how good, and how good was he going to make them.
Nice pass, Joe.
You didn't know how good he was going to make them. So Morey being a war criminal.
Look, I will say, even if
and then Siakam also going to Indiana. Both of those teams match up here in the next.
Even if I don't 100% agree with it, I do get a kick out of when anybody calls a sports figure a war criminal.
It's
I get a kick out of that.
It's hilarious. Tobias did good here. He backed off right here and swiped and because he didn't want to go for the ball fake and get a foul call on him. And I understand that.
I hate to say it. It feels like Brunson's just not even feeling him there.
No, it was just a jersey
like,
there.
It looks like a good contest, but it's really like he doesn't care.
That's 3 on Joel.
Cheapy. Smacking
with
hard.
9 minutes to go.
Smacking hard in the face.
Yeah. I thought they were going to call him right there on that shove, but he's just too strong against Lowry.
Was it Lowry who hit him? I couldn't see. It might have been Lowry. It might have been Lowry who hit him. Maybe Joe got him with his head was blocking it, but
I guess so.
Maybe he got him with the thumb, gouging him in the eyes.
Stepped on the sideline.
It's a good start, man.
Yeah, Real Time. We appreciate your super chat. Marty Bones, we appreciate yours as well. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody hanging around with us here on our Alley Pop Watch Along. What is this, our 4th one? You've been with me and you have been together for 2. I want to say it's the 2nd.
I remember you did
Maybe
one
it's
for
the 3rd.
the Raptors game. I remember that one, the regular season.
Yeah, that was bad. That was the Easter game, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll pick and roll. Ooh.
Yeah, just create the space and take what you can get. Take what you can get. Yeah.
Again, and it's not pretty, right? Like, Joel throws that pass, Tyrese stops.
I love that pass, though.
Oh, I agree.
The just bounce, drop it off, let me run into it.
He should have kept running.
Oh, I love it.
He should have kept running.
I love it. Love that pass.
That's the tough thing about Joe, too. Like,
oh, Kelly could have went behind and stole that from Hartenstein.
Tie ball game, folks. We got a game.
That's good D right there.
Great D. Air ball. Because here's the thing. If we get to the point after the game if they lose, Joel, it's not going to be in this offseason to me. He's done everything in terms of skill that he can do. I feel like he's almost maxed himself out with that. Maybe work on hook shots in the offseason. That's the only thing. It's going to be all body. It's going to be all, can you take the pounding of a playoffs? Oh, baby, another 4-0 run. Tibbs is not having it right now.
Those are precious, man. You need them. 4-0 runs in this game? Yeah.
Totally, which is why a 32-point quarter is like a disaster.
So far in this frame here for the Sixers, they come out of the locker room. They've answered the bell. Was that a good way to use it there, Bree?
Look,
they answered the bell. All right.
As much
10-2.
As much shit as Joel is getting, like, I think there's a reason he's a +7. Like, I do.
He has 5 assists, too.
Like, look, I get it. Individual plus-minus drives people crazy, and it can be misleading in some cases, but, like, I think there's a reason. Like, even though the scoring and the energy in some cases has not been great. Like, Devon, people are getting on him for his energy. He's got 8 defensive rebounds right now.
He's got 8 rebounds and 5 assists. So since he can't score, he's impacting the game another way.
So, like, I can't, like,
yeah.
I don't know. People were freaking out on Twitter, which I guess, that's what Twitter's for, right?
Yeah.
Right, people freaking out. But I don't know. I feel like I'd like him to score a little bit more. That'd be cool. Hopefully he doesn't fade down the stretch this time. But, like, he's not doing nothing positive out there.
Yeah. The issue for me.
5 dimes, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, which isn't great, but.
The issue for me with him is when he feels like he has to take over and he's not physically able to, or he's defended a certain way where, dude, you're shooting over 3 defenders and not playing within yourself. Right now, he's playing within himself, what the defense is giving him, and his teammates are rewarding him for the good passes that he is making. You talked about that first play, that nice cut down the middle for Tyrese Maxey for that wide open layup. That was a great pass.
Yeah, it was.
That was a great pass. One here.
Threw 2 good ones, right? The other one, which Maxey ends up making the shot, is a little harder because he stopped, but that doesn't, like, Joel saw it, right? He's like, that wing is vacated. Go run into that, and next time do that. Drew Hanlon, who has now added Tyrese to the portfolio, Joel's guy, Tatum's guy, Bradley Beal's guy. Not quite as good there.
Not so good.
He did tweet out, one of these days, Tyrese Maxey is going to get a call. So,
well, we've been saying that for half of the season. The guy's an all-star now. You should get the call.
I think he should, and there are levels to it, but I think
Anthony Edwards suffers from that too when I watch their games. And he's physical. He's even more physical.
He's physical.
A lot of times he doesn't get the call.
But their issue is that as good as that team is, their spacing isn't great, right? So it's like guys are in better position usually to stop him, which, by the way, I think that makes kind of the carry job on offense that he does even a little more impressive. Like when Ant has a rough shooting night, I watch the game in Minnesota. I'm thinking like, look, like Rudy handles all the defense, but the spacing on the other end is like not pristine, right? It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Iverson teams, right?
Yeah.
Where you put 4 great defenders around Iverson. Now the Wolves are a little more.
Yeah, it's different because
they're a little more modern.
Towns is a good defender because of everybody else around him.
And I will say, as many faults as Karl Towns does, one of the greatest shooting big men of all time. Like, can play him at the 4, and it helps. But it reminds me generally of the Iverson team where you go more defense. You get Jaden McDaniels. Obviously, Mike Conley.
So good.
Mike Conley's a really good point guard. But McDaniels, great defensive player. Hey, Wilson Chandler in the background, former Sixer.
Look at that. And former Knick.
Yeah, it looks like he's cheering for the Knicks. I think
so.
It was whatever.
Yeah, that's where he was drafted.
Wilson Chandler, good guy.
Very good guy.
I will never forget. I felt bad. It was when he got traded. He got traded. Was that Tobias deal? I think. He was telling me he was watching Game of Thrones. He was going through it. Like he was behind on it, and he was kind of binging it with his significant other. I think he was telling me at the time, and he was giving me updates every week. He's like, "Man, that episode was great." I was like, "I know," and we didn't make it all the way because. Anyway, great guy. I liked him.
Yeah, Wilson Chandler was a good. He was easy to talk to.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just a guy that you'd love just hanging out with.
So what they're doing, it seems like, right, Rich? They're allowing Joel to set the offense in the middle of the floor.
Totally, and they're running screening action around him. That's a good call by you.
And he wanted that right there to Tobias Harris.
Ooh,
Lowry did.
Ooh. He's just losing handle of the ball.
Hot potato there.
That's
because he lost the handle.
That was Tyrese's fault.
Yeah, he lost the handle.
Everybody, when you yell Tobias for that missed 3, that wasn't his fault.
And the defensive matchup looks like it's Harris on Brunson to start.
Back cut.
If you're going to foul.
Again, Maxey, back cut.
Yeah.
Need better from him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know what Maxey's doing there.
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing there.
That's the type of defense you would usually give it the nail, right? Like when you can see ball, you can see corner. Like, bro, you just let the guy go right behind you. Also, too, you let a guy who wants to back up, man. You don't want to shoot threes. But a good finisher. I would say get the ball back to Embiid at the free throw line.
Now make a shot. There you go. All that setting up for everybody else. Now he gets one. Doesn't play with the basketball. Doesn't hesitate. Just rises up and shoot that 16-footer that he makes so often.
See, they're up. They're up on Brunson right now. Don't like that.
Embiid was mad at Oubre, I think, for fouling him. He felt like he had his back. But look, if I'm Oubre, I got to do what I got to do because it's been so up and down with his help. No, that was actually Embiid reaching on the arm.
Oh, was it?
Because I thought he did one of these like he did to Tobias in one of the games in the regular season, and you can just see him visibly upset because he didn't let him go so he can help him on the backside. And this one, he swipes down and gets Brunson on the elbow. So those cheapies, and that's his fourth. Remember, you brought it up at 9 minutes. That was that first one.
That's 4 on him,
That's
too?
4 now, right? Let me double check. They have him. Yeah, it's 4 on Lowry. So they didn't give it to him. They gave it to Lowry.
So he's got 3?
He has 2.
That's.
I don't know who they're giving these fouls to, but we saw 3.
I thought I saw 3. All right. Well, hey, that's good. We're getting to the point where he's going to have a couple to play with, going for blocks. Okay. Looking for that pick and roll again. Finally got the pocket pass to him.
They're not going to stick with Embiid because he can't move. So Dante.
Ooh.
So I'm on that pick and roll. Dante is not going to stay with Joel because he can't just catch and barrel down. He has to do that. Great concentration and good way to help out.
It's unbelievable how bad their offense looked. And now just simple pick and roll at the top of the key. And like you said before, the other stuff was Joel facilitator at the free throw line. They're getting great stuff every trip. I mean, their offense was terrible.
It was
in
awful.
That second quarter.
Awful.
Crazy turnaround.
Eugene said, let him cook the books, Devon. Gene, I hear you. It's in New York. I'm surprised they're cooking the books that way. Back up 2. Man, you called it early. This is going to be a 92-90 finish.
Totally.
And the Sixers are going to cover.
We should have had more faith in them, not fold and win. The Knicks can't run away from them either, man.
Yeah. The momentum was just gone, though.
I know. And it's also, too, again, good tip out by Embiid. Didn't get the board, but essentially got it.
You can't kill him for the way he's playing.
I think it's just because people saw the end, right? You know, if you fold, season's over.
Yeah. Patience. He was triple teamed, too. Are you putting that more on Tobias to cut harder?
No, it was a bad pass. I think it was a good read. I think he just...
No, the read was good.
I think he just missed the pass,
yeah,
right?
just patience.
Like, just not an on-target pass, which...
See, again, he's going to make one.
He's going to make one, yeah.
Good screen, too. It was double screen on that side. He was wide open. Brunson doesn't mind giving him the basketball. He knows him. He didn't know. Even there with OG coming over, easy for me to say, got to switch it again like he has and try to get it up with the right
I don't
hand.
think I'd want to pay OG in the offseason. He is making a difference. His weak side help on defense is just really good.
His weak side help?
Yeah. Why? They should have kept doing that in the first quarter. Bro, if they're going to double off Tyrese Maxey and it's one pass away and Joe can just hit him in the shooting pocket, I don't know. I feel like if they ran that play every time, they'd be getting, more than 1 point per possession. Rare Nick board.
Good defense, Kyle Lowry. Just
Really good
that
stunt.
scramble, yeah. That scramble.
You got to be kidding me.
Again?
Ooh, tough one, though.
No,
That's
that
a
one you know is good right there.
Killer. 2 offensive boards. Again, Sixers have more offensive rebounds than the Knicks.
Got to see the second chance points because they're making theirs. It seemed like
It's 9-5 Sixers.
Okay.
So they're
well, it
again,
seems like it's reversed, doesn't it seem like that?
ooh, Joe, turnovers.
He can't throw that one and say I'm throwing at the Kelly Oubre when they're in the same vicinity. You can't do that. This one you let them back in and the crowd gets back in.
It's been both teams letting the other team back in, right? That's killer. A third chance point, though, that's... Oh, interesting. Did you see what they did there? Oh, see, but here's the problem, man. They put Lowry on Hartenstein on that one. They put Embiid on Anunoby, and Hartenstein gets the board.
Okay, I see.
Man, it must be nice to be Jalen Brunson, man. You miss these shots, the team's just getting the boards. Lowry's not happy. It's tough.
Points
too.
are at a premium. Can't get a tech. Can't give up 1 point.
No, you can't. No melting at all in this game either. 5 fouls for Kyle. He's trying.
Who's in?
Batum for Lowry.
Do we see some? Because at some point you might have to go campaign also. Just deal with the smaller lineup.
Look, man, this can't be the fourth quarter where you do a great job in the first half on the glass, but then you stop getting boards.
Sure,
right?
I agree. You said fourth or you meant the third?
Just the second half. I mean, but
Okay.
the fourth quarter last game, right?
Alligator arm that one, didn't he?
Complete alligator.
Yeah,
arms,
he alligator arm that one. He wanted his baseline shot right there. He sure did.
See, I don't think you have to double.
Timeout.
I'm not liking Maxey's decision making on defense right now.
Yeah, defensively he has been bad. What is he doing? Why is he scrambling so much? Keep leaving guys open, man. Momentum was yours. Now it's back to them.
But good news is they've let you back in a lot too, right? I do think, unfortunately, you're going to have to play some minutes without the big guy, though.
You have to. If you can get the lead again, do you do it at the end of the floor? It's not going to be a 9-point lead again, but you're going to have to find a way to get him off the floor. You have to. Because that's 2 turnovers now by him. He has 5. The team overall has 7. He has 5 turnovers. Joel does. Orlando and Cleveland going at it, 43-39.
It's a close game. You know what was funny, man? After the last game, it was funny kind of reading some of the national writers and people who I like, and just people on Twitter who I follow, who were just like neutral, and they were absolutely thrilled at the Sixers-Knicks game. They were just like, man, the competitiveness, both sides, the toughness. That was a great basketball game. And I was like, man, it must be nice to have that opinion. All I could think about is all the things the Sixers are doing wrong.
Yeah.
Must be nice to say, oh, yeah, that was a good game. And I'm sure they're probably thinking that about this game right now, right?
Well, we did say it for game 4. You turned to me at one point, you were like, this is a really good game.
I know. And then I focused on the defensive rebounding and the terrible offense.
He's going to play him physical here. And he rushed it. 6 seconds, and he rushed it. Got to know time and situation.
That's bad.
Don't let him start with his shot put.
Just a lot of turnovers from the Knicks. There you go.
How many turnovers do they have? They have 9. That's his shot.
Surprised you missed that one.
Yeah,
that's
what I
usually
said. That's his shot.
He got
Yeah.
his steps in right on that one. Yeah, all right. He's mortal.
They need a something
Nice,
from behind
good,
the arc.
Really good read. That's a great shot.
That's a good
Just
look.
got to make it nice.
Hey man, short arm that last one, but he came back and didn't hesitate on that.
And it all starts with Embiid and Maxey knowing that they're icing the ball screen. Joel gets to that pocket. Tyrese, perfect pass. Good stuff from Joe.
Campaign at the table. Who's he coming in for? Oubre? Or you bring him in for Tyrese?
Not Maxey. Nah, Maxey can't. As much as I'm mad as the defense, can't sit him. Big hit by Anunoby.
Yeah, you can't trade threes. You got to. I mean, I know you got back in it. You took the lead. You can't trade them.
Both teams very even 3-point shooting.
This is
8 of 26 versus 8 of 25. You know, it's
92-90, man.
oh, Joe got fouled there again. They're getting the
He wasn't
OG
shooting.
helping off that corner there. Is he getting shooting for that?
He was not shooting the basketball. No, he was not shooting the basketball, man.
I love that he's like not happy
He was
about it.
not shooting the basketball.
He's giving the faux outrage, the fake outrage there, you know.
That's a good read by Anunoby, though.
But that's the gamble, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Joe gets that ball, then Tobias wide open in the corner again. But Anunoby did get there in time, just fouled him. So
And he has been making the pass. He has to make it again. He can't force it just because he finally got a good look.
weird passing game from him because he's had some turnovers, but he's also thrown some real dimes.
And that's some. He has 5, and 3 of them were really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going to shoot that.
Ooh, could this be one with this?
You steal one, man. Yeah, you steal
Well,
one.
Anunoby's been stealing all them. He's been losing the ball in the paint, and somehow it just winds up at his feet.
Very true.
Man, campaign with
If
his
Campaign
feet
would've-
with his feet set and pointed 45 degrees the other way.
By the Empire
That's a
State
good shot,
Building.
man.
That's a good shot. He realized he had Maxey on him.
They're starting to score a little bit.
A little too easy.
Yeah.
15 for Josh Hart now. You're looking at him, you're like, oh, he's got 0 probably.
That's a great pass by Maxey.
He's heating up.
And a great board
Look at
by
that snatch.
great board by Tobias.
Great pass. Great pass. Ah, you got to finish that.
Nothing wrong with that possession though.
And I even give Harris the credit too.
Good
Ooh, he finally missed one.
good job by Tyrese to make it not
Hold
block
the
not
ball.
block it, but
Hold the ball. I'm calling it. Hold the ball.
they're gonna post him again, they're gonna double again. Watch.
He's not going to pass it.
Oh, good behind the back. I mean, like, I these are good shots, you know? Like, you just have to make them.
You know they're going to make it. It was just like you talked about with the OG Anunoby piece. You know he's going to make it. Oh, man.
All right. So trade and misses.
Oh,
Look,
man.
we got another, and again, I'm going to say it right now because we're focusing on the good things, the bad things. We got another good game, right? as a neutral, there's been a lot of crappy games in these NBA
man.
plays. Although I will say that Lakers Nuggets series that's as good as a 5-game series gets. Those were great games.
People say
Sixers are delivering. What are they saying?
I got a text from a buddy. This is too hard.
That's,
Because emotionally, Sixer fans are just drained from so much over these 7 playoff runs that they've had, 7 or 8, whatever. I don't even know what it is at this point, 7 or 8, and you're just emotionally drained. I know. He was like, "This is just too hard, man. It's just too hard." I'm gonna go wash my hands
Okay.
because I want some pizza. I'm gonna wash my hands, and we can drink some Olipop. Presenting sponsor, Watchalong.
yeah, no, I'm gonna reiterate it. The casual fan, the NBA neutral, people who root for other teams, they're loving this series. They're getting close games, competitive games. Sixers fans, not as much. I get it. It's not as fun when you guys are the ones that have to live and die with every shot here. So now the thing I'm curious about is it B-ball again here? Because Joel has to sit. Cannot play him the entire half. We saw that in game 4. That shit does not work. Do something else. But B-ball has been bad. Got Devon getting his pizza in the other room here. Devon, I'm curious. Who's playing the 5 right now? Is it B-ball?
I think they go with Batum.
You think they go small? All right. Batum is on the court. I'm taking a look right now. It is Joel Embiid again. Oh, no. They're going to try and play him the full 24 again? Tyrese Maxey starts with a jumper, but we got 11 minutes and 45 seconds left, Devon. He made it. They're up 1. But Joel's still on the floor.
Did they steal one, Rich?
I'm worried, man.
Rich, you got to call it out. Season on the line.
Batum for 3. Bang. 4-point lead.
They started off this way, though. They were down 1 at the end of the quarter.
Man, Tibbs in these 5-0 runs, he is like, enough. I'm going to get some of that.
Go get some. Go get some. Gene, where you at? We got the pizza, man. We got wings. Where you at, Gene? Yes. Always.
He's one of my favorite characters.
Always. Yes, he is an absolute character. And he lives and breathes basketball. He does nothing else.
I should say, I don't know if they can pick it up, but just because it's on my mind, I have a reporter friend. He calls him the butcher. He looks like a butcher. He just looks like a guy.
That he can wear an apron?
Yeah, he looks like a guy wearing that white apron. He's in the freezer all day.
Tibbs. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, folks. I got to know, how are you feeling? Gene, we got the pizza, man. All right. Couple of things I want to ask everybody while Rich gets the pizza. Number 1, how are you feeling in general? Number 2, how do you think Nurse handles things going forward here in this quarter? Because he did start Embiid. No Reed, no Bamba, Batum on the floor, but that's at the swing spot in the front court with them. How do you think this one plays out here for the Sixers? Fourth quarter, up 4. They started this way in the third quarter, but they were down by 1 after 3. You only got to win or lose by 1 point. That's why I'm asking, MBD says, Devon eating while the Sixers are playing. Brave man. Hey, we got to get some grub in here, man. Got to get a little grub in. So I'm curious, though. Rich P, edge of my seat. But do they win? Gene says they get the W. Aaron, Aaron. What up, Aaron? I don't have any nails left. He's biting his fingernails in this one. What else here? That West Philly kid, they got to find a couple of minutes to rest Embiid. Can't have him gas for the last 3 minutes.
Do you sit him now?
Up 4?
Well, just because you built yourself a lead.
Next TV. Well, do you do it now knowing when your next TV time out as what is it, like 7:45 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's under
8.
Under eight. So they're not going to sit him. They're clearly going to play.
They're going to play. He's going to have to gut this one out, and he's probably telling him, "I'm playing."
He's telling Nurse that.
Yeah.
Which So like I will say, for as much as Embiid gets criticism for his lack of effort, like he wants to play. I think we all know though there is certainly potential downside to this. Now, in that minute, you were getting the pizza for the most part during it. Didn't look gassed in that minute. You know, he was conserving his energy running up the court, but good defensive possession. Ran some pick and roll with Tyrese.
Okay.
Has he been able to conserve enough energy throughout the game is the question, you know?
Well, who's your 5? Who is it? That's the question. So Darnell says Batum or Toby at the 5, no Paul Reed, please. I go Batum, not Tobias.
I get it.
But I get it. Who else?
My boy Tibbs, the butcher.
Freno Bahamas says, I think Joel was trying to prove a point that he played the full fourth. This is wrong. So, see, not everyone agreeing with the decision to not take him out. Campaign, by the way, on the floor has earned the start of the fourth quarter by knocking down those 2 threes.
Sure.
Like to see that.
Like playing him with Embiid, too. When you have a rim protector, Cam tries hard on defense, not a great defensive player, but you got the big guy back.
Also like the...
Good rotations there. Really good. Really good. That was a bad quality look for DiVincenzo. Had to... Kind of like when Batum catches it up high. I know that was a corner 3, but not all corner 3s are created equal. That was not a good look.
Good scramble D by everybody.
Sixers rotations were great on that play.
Good scramble D by everybody.
Oh, baby.
He followed his shot. If he followed it immediately, he might have had that.
Yeah, he
watched
been
it
close.
and then he realized it. Yeah.
His feet just crack me up, man. Good. Again, that's a nice late switch on the campaign with a nice late switch onto Brunson there.
Yep. Get Embiid off of him.
Embiid off. Embiid rotates on the backside.
Yes.
2 really good defensive possessions from these guys. Can they build a lead?
You had him on your heels, McBride. Why didn't you go right? Joel's going to he's going to feel like we got to lead. I got to do a couple of things.
Yeah, another turnover for Joe. Too many turnovers, right? That's the tough thing so far. Mm-hmm. And it's stunning to me that the Knicks are trying to make him a passer right now. I think that's how he beats you. Nice job by campaign, too. Nothing easy there, right?
And the crowd's getting hype. They didn't realize, even though Jalen didn't chest bump him or anything.
Was it on the floor they call that?
I thought so.
Oh, that's a great foul.
Yeah. Jalen said something to him. That's why Cam was barking back. Otherwise, he wasn't even paying attention.
Wow, they take Brunson off the court for the first time all night, Devon.
Can you win the minutes? Like we talked about.
You got to win these minutes.
You got to win these.
You got to turn this into Embiid redux.
Especially with Embiid out there. Who's setting your offense up? Yeah, but how do they know who it was off of to give the ball to New York?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
It's a good question. We sure that wasn't off Robinson?
That's off Embiid.
No, it's off
That's off his elbow, but
that was a good spot by ref there.
Yeah, give him credit. My bad.
No, it's true, man. There were like so many limbs and legs and there's a lot of shit going on there. They don't have one of the big. They don't have no Tony Brothers, no Scott Foster on this one. Ooh, did that go out though, Devon?
So I was gonna say it.
Did not go out.
I was gonna say it.
Didn't go out. He stopped
but I was like, you know what? They called it. Let them live. They had it. All good.
Oh, I shouldn't have said. Good
is that
spot.
on them? That because they're gathering together. This is not a challenge from Nurse.
I don't think so. Can they just overturn that?
They're looking.
To go jump ball? That's fair. It would have been a jump ball. Oh no, Knicks ball. Damn, Sixers had one go for them in the first half, but that's a tough one.
Gene says that's not out. Hypothetical man, that's not out. Wawa Marvel kick ball on Robinson. That was too easy.
I don't like easy hoops in this time of the game are especially tough, right? Mm-hmm.
especially when they're not Jalen Brunson.
So McBride chasing Maxey around.
Somebody's open.
I don't think Maxey's getting enough on these, man. Gotta create advantage somewhere. I hate that shot, but
he can't come up small on them.
I just think Maxey's got to
be the aggressor. Is what my cousin said. Well, now I'm outing him. It was my cousin who asked the asking question.
These are some tough shots DiVincenzo's taking. And
Tough shots without
when
Jalen Brunson.
when they don't have Brunson, they're probably not getting a great look.
Take him. Yes, that's what I'm. Yeah, take him.
Big hit, Tyrese. Big one.
If they can push this while he's still sitting to about 7.
Deuce McBride has gotten the better of him sometimes on defense in this series, and he finally got him leaning right, cross back to the left. Nice hit. Really nice hit. Big hit.
Yep.
See, this is what the Knicks do, though, man. They're.
Is Maxey a little tired? He never gets tired. Is he a little tired?
Maybe. A little beat up physically. See, swing that. They're bringing that third guy. See, now
Hesitate.
Tobias has to attack that, though.
Yep.
Like,
That's not a bad shot. It's not a bad shot, all
not
things
bad.
considered.
Not bad, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know he's going to do his move.
See, this is killer. They're winning the non-Brunson minutes. This is killer.
If Embiid was going to contest that, why did he wait so long to come over and contest? Because his man had already rotated to take off the backside cut from Robinson. I mean, easier said than done.
So right now, here's what I would do. They're not getting a lot out of Tyrese Joel, two man. I'm getting back to what they did to start this half. Throw the ball to Joe at
Middle
the
of the floor.
middle of the floor. Run a bunch of off-ball screening. All right.
Hey, Joshua wanted that one, so you know campaign was right there to get it, though, so I give them credit for that.
Finally, one of his bad misses gets rebounded. Maybe the first time all series. See,
I was about to
is
ask you.
Joel involved here is the point.
I was about to ask you, how about you get campaign with Joel a little bit, just to give Maxey a bit of a break?
See, that's bad offense, and
Who was that on? Was that on Joel or Tyrese?
bad pass by Joel, but just bad organization in general, just not getting into their stuff.
I just don't want them to lose another game. He has another high turnover game.
He's got a bunch. That's going to be a huge reason they lose. I mean, look, I think the assists have been a huge value add, but we got to be fair here, and that's
Don't leave.
nah. He didn't get that off. See, that hurt Joe though, man. He jumped twice. That second jump got him
How do you use your timeouts to give him a breather if he's not coming out? You can't.
liberally, early and often. I'm not calling timeouts for any other reason than
Then I need to call timeout.
what's the best space that I can use him for. It has nothing to do with the game flow.
Wow.
He's just struggling at the rim against the trees.
Look up, look up.
Oh, are they going to get a cheapie? That's a horrible. Who threw that pass ahead?
Batum or Embiid?
You got to be kidding me. Killer.
Slow it down. He's too tired. He wants that. He wanted that pass right there. He's too tired.
Oh, Joe, what are you doing? Timeout. What are you doing, Joe? What? Should have rested him.
We just said it. He's tired. He should have made the initial pass first.
That's just so bad.
Should have made the initial pass. So Vince says he's a star, not a superstar. I fight him on that. He's still a superstar. How many turnovers is he up to?
A lot. Let's see.
8.
Let's get the number. He has, 1-1. 8 assists, 8 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this stat line is going to get thrown in his face if he loses.
Mm-hmm.
5 of 16 from the field, 8 turnovers.
What is it from the field?
5 of 16.
Mm. Perry Ellis says, once again, Maxey being passive and not just taking over. Stop passing the damn ball and go and score.
He's trying. I mean, I think I'd love to know what he's shooting at the rim tonight. Maybe not terrible, but.
And also, Nick Nurse is a bad coach.
The one thing I'll say about Nick Nurse is, man, if Doc Rivers was losing all these close games, I think we'd be hearing a lot more about it.
MBD says Nick Rivers.
At least you're consistent, MBD.
Absolutely no bench help. Real time, again. Freno Bahamas says, Devon, do your commercial. Maybe we can get a laugh out of that in this sad moment. Talking about the Manscaped. We only have one more day left for April, Testicular Cancer Society, so I hear you. Man. Random Eric, Joel crapped his pants again. This is what we're going to get.
That was a bad stretch. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that.
Mm-hmm. Star or superstar? You can't be an MVP and not be a superstar. He's a superstar. And he was going to be a 2-time MVP.
Vince is consistent with that, though.
Yeah.
Vince is saying that when he's scoring 70 in the regular season. So I think he's a superstar, but
I agree.
I would like what do we got? A superstar, 6 minutes here. Was it 8 minutes? 6 minutes.
And an all-star, 6 minutes from the other guy.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, Nona says, I don't smoke, but I need a cigarette.
I hear you.
I hear you, Freno. You get a good play, and then you throw. Was it tipped? Even still, he can't make that pass because you got a guy right there with you. Got to make that pass. Maxey has 29 and is still not good enough. How many does McBride have off the bench? You got 14 off the bench for the Sixers, 14 off the bench for the Knicks. So they're matching them points-wise.
Yeah, it's not. And the offensive rebounders, they're not killing them, too. Nice move by Maxey there. It's just like I'm looking for like a little more consistency, possession to possession. He's had 3 just outstanding dribble moves in this quarter. But look, man. Here's what it is, right? Joel turns the ball over. At some point, like you just got to win one of these damn games. They took Joel out, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say they have Batum at the 5. Missed free throw.
Killer. It's the most important minutes of Tyrese Maxey's season here. Knicks are small. It's their 2 big guys on the bench.
Anunoby at the 5?
Oh, Maxey, you got to be kidding me. He has been so terrible in the non-Embiid minutes. He's even missing his free throws in these minutes. Holy crap, man. Josh Hart missing 2 is fine, but like, come on, man.
You know they're going to get a 3 off of this, right?
See, that's...
Tobias with good defense. on Brunson
he makes
and
a
OG.
very high number of just very ugly shots.
Yep.
He's such a mechanical player, too.
Can't have 10-0 run. At this spot of the game, you can't have a 10-0 run. And he wants the ball back, but he has
Not
there's
against
no
OG.
plan. No.
Just a little ghost screen, too. This is terrible offense. I mean, did he get fouled there, too? That's a great shot by Tobias. That is a huge hit. My God.
He's been good. That's a continuation?
Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I got to be honest with you with Tobias there. He's got to wrap him up there, man. You got to know. You heard that whistle. Can't just let him lay that ball in.
This has been
He's gonna be
like
like a +1 or 2, or a plus like 3 or 4, and they're gonna lose by
4.
by 1 or 2 because I can't believe Tyrese missed those 2 free throws.
I was about to say those free throws are going to loom large at the end.
That second one, man, that's just like it's like mental toughness. Like,
Yeah, for as much credit as we give him, yeah.
just got a gift there. My God.
And you know Joel was going to try to attempt to do something, and you don't want him to.
Got very lucky with that turnover. All right, can you rise from the dead? Looks like they're... See, they shouldn't double. I think they should let Joe... They doubled, and he got the 3. Can't double.
If he made his free throws, they'd be down 1.
I know. Joe at level. He just doesn't have the explosion. There's just too many easy Knicks buckets here. It's too easy.
Well, the Sixers are working hard. And taking a lot of time, too, man. It's a miracle that they're in this game.
Yeah. I mean, even the entry pass is hard. Wow.
Good recovery.
I can't believe this is a 3-point game somehow. Every Sixers bucket is hard.
Very difficult.
Every Knicks bucket is like easy. Why are you fouling? There's a pass, but that's a terrible foul. Make him finish. Man, this was lucky. Joe got that stripped. Good tap by him, but kind of lucky. Last second stab.
Look, man, we thought the game was over. This was a similar way things were going in game 2, and they came back and they went up 5. But right now, the way things are going, and Embiid, of course, with the fatigue and all of that, it just does not have the feel of a win. Close loss, like we said at the outset of our pregame show, but
It's looking like it.
I just don't know how they muster it up.
Chance.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. Let me look at the offensive rebounding numbers.
I don't know how they muster it up.
They have won the boards in this game, Devon. They're up. I know it felt bad because of that one, those kind of 2 minutes where they got a bunch of boards and they had the 1-3 off the third chance point. Sixers are out rebounding the Knicks right now in this game. They are doing a better job.
So again, they make the adjustment to do that.
At some point, I'm not going to yell about their toughness. And the other game, sure, the way it was a disaster at the end. But I asked for them to fight, and they're fighting. Just not sure they have enough. Not sure Joel has enough.
Yeah. MBD says, I'm way too sober for this right now. Winona says, we can't get Ricky. We want Ricky. Nah, you're not getting Ricky in this situation. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it early.
John McEnroe with his personalized jersey. Come on, man. Send these people home.
You got to get some stops again.
You got Brunson on Tyrese.
What the heck?
Got to get that one. See, that was tough. Sixers got lucky there because Joe did jump out. So it was Robinson basically by himself for that board. But they got to stop. So are they just going to post again? You going to double? Got it to him, though. There it is. Corner 3. Nice, Joe. Devon, what did I say? Game in the 90s. Might just be in the 80s. One-score game.
I said 92-90.
We didn't have to watch the whole game. We knew we were going to be here. One-point game.
Look at the box score and go with it, right? Last 5 minutes. That's a foul.
Oh, turnover.
That's a foul. He got away with
that one.
He got away with one. He was all wrapped around his waist, man. He was wrapped around the waist.
That was a bad pass by Anunoby, though.
That's why you said you can't pay him the max.
Yeah, he's too mechanical. He's a good player, but... Oop, guard him one-on-one.
You get the big fella with the jump hook.
Oh, Batum make it, though.
Just stand up, Max. That's all. Bad double. And then you retreat the way you retreat. That's a bad defensive strategy there. Bad. And a bonus.
Let me see this trip.
He stepped on Maxey's foot. But it's going to be looked at as a trip. He stepped on his foot.
It's a killer in the bonus, too. Just grifting. How does that jump hook not go?
That one looked like it was storybook. He can't make them. He hasn't been doing anything offensively.
And that one goes in and out.
He did everything he was supposed to do on that low block and get it done. You know what time it is? It's Tobias time. He's been good.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, I agree. Like the fact that you got this from him tonight is outstanding.
He did his job. Give Ube credit too. He fought being as tired or whatever the sickness is. You just needed a missed free throw from him.
It's just
those 2 missed free throws are going to come
Maxey,
back.
Man.
Yeah. They're going to come back and get you.
Can you get like Joel at the free throw line or something here? They're just going straight post though.
Where's the double? Where's the double? There it is.
They're going to let Mitch go one-on-one.
It's coming from Anunoby.
Yeah. Turnover. Killer.
Jump hooking those 2 free throws, or at least the offensive
too many
rebound.
pick sixes from Joel Embiid. M1. Ooh. Even when I'm about to say it's over, Devon.
Mitchell Robinson has done a nice job.
It's just Joel needs his quickness to beat Mitchell Robinson, and he just doesn't have it. It's a guy that cannot score on one-on-one. That is a huge play by Tyrese Maxey. Make the free throw now. You gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
It would be a tie ball game if he could just make his free throws.
Are you kidding me? He makes his free throws, man, all the time. Wow.
Don't give him bullshit fouls. Good shot.
You need a 3 here. I don't know where it's going to come from, but you need a 3. And you can't have him be shooting it either.
Oh, don't pick the ball up there. Oh, my God, Tyrese.
They didn't stop the ball?
such a bad play by Maxey to pick the ball up there. The turnovers, Devon, are going to be the story of tonight. I mean, they are just...
I've never seen him shoot a... That was a bad-looking free throw. That was a bad one. $94-91 it would be if he made his free throws.
Probably be less. I mean, they probably would have...
And plus the turnovers that you just alluded to.
Good move by Oubre. All right, 4-point game.
And those free throws, I mean, those turnovers, they went the other way and got 4 points off of those. The Embiid one.
Batum, you cannot foul him. Doubling off Hart. I don't mind that strategy.
He's skipping
Zone
it to
up on the weak side.
McBride. McBride in the middle of the floor.
Damn, they beat it, though.
McBride in the middle of the floor, man.
Those doubles have killed them.
Mm.
What do we got?
Mm.
Yeah, I think the story of the game is the turnovers, man.
How many now? Because they were at one point, they only had 7.
Knicks have a bunch, but we need to see the game book, the points off the turnovers. The Knicks are killing them on those, it seems like.
I'll pull up the game
Sixers
book.
are up to, they got 14 as a team.
Knicks have 14?
The Knicks have like 12, I think, so it's not too different.
I'll pull up the game book. Ugh. Cleveland, Orlando tied at 57. As if that matters.
Doesn't.
Let me see. You said points out for turnovers?
Yeah. Oh! 4-point play opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. You want to challenge that. That's going to be upheld. Oh, my God.
If he would have made his free throws, man.
You gotta foul.
You got to do it now. What are you waiting for? I know you want to get it out of his hands, but you got to foul.
Foul him.
Foul! What are you doing?
Ooh, they got Hart. No. That was good.
Yeah, but on
I'll
just
take
time-wise.
I'll take the waste of time. 15 seconds is a lot. Brunson's making both.
Yes.
Hart might not make both.
OG Anunoby might not make both.
But that's true. If you want to get OG too, I'm with you. I didn't mind that. They've done work.
I've seen him make clutch free throws before. I've never seen Anunoby make clutch free throws.
Didn't make that one.
Very true.
Oh, boy. All right, you have to box out. This guy's misses are all over the place.
So after the first,
Yeah.
no timeouts either. You just got to run the play.
So what do they got? Oh, you got to go fast in this. Oh! God.
He left 8 seconds left on the clock. 8 seconds left on the clock. Jeez.
Oh, my God. Tyrese Maxey. John Stewart looking stunned in the first row.
Yes, he did.
As Tyrese Maxey runs by him.
I gotta be a downer here. If he makes 3 free throws, they win the game. They win the game. There's no stop. They were free. They were free. Then let's not get started, man, because you're right, but guess what? He had 3 free throws. You make them. Oh, man. Knicks had, after 3, I don't have the update. After 3 quarters, they had 10 points off the turnovers.
I wonder if they had
Sixers had 12 after 3.
Oh, my God.
Wow, Tyrese
What
Maxey.
a
But
shot.
I'm being a downer, man, because you make the free throws, the game is over.
That is remarkable.
Jeez. Well, that was a quick 7 points for him, wasn't it? That was Reggie Miller-like.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, folks. I got to be the one just because the game will be over. Oh. What? I'm that person. Make your free throws. What? Man. Did he make up for it by forcing overtime? Come on, man. Got to make the free. Yes, I understand that the theater of what he just did with the 7 points. I'm looking at it. Make the free throws and the game's over. You only got to win by 1. Oh. All right. Let me switch real fast. I'm good. All right, we got overtime. Can he keep this going? Can he keep the momentum going? Does he have it? Yes, he has. Clearly, he's made up for it. Wow, that was a great sequence there from Tyrese Maxey. I give credit to Nick Batum also for the defense that he played there on Jalen Brunson to force a tough fadeaway, out of bounds, baseline. I'm just like, yo, make your free, even if you just make 2 of them. 2 of the 3. Man. I agree with you. I agree. So would Maxey with his. Great sequence there for him. Fantastic job. Now he's got the hot hand. You got to go right back to him. They're going to try to force the ball out of his hands. Get it back. Get the ball back. He's in a roll now. Should have been.
He heard that one.
No, he did. But damn, man, those free throws.
I know.
Oh, man. Crusher.
Ooh, big
Was
hit
that
by
2 or 3?
Big hit by
That was
Brunson.
a 3, yeah. Daryl Morey's Yams. Devon hates Maxey. I just want him to make free throws, Yams.
Oh, that's a foul.
He's not going to get it.
Ooh. Jalen Brunson gets that foul.
You were right, Rich. Great game. This is a great game.
This is a great basketball game.
And you get a quick 5 from him.
He has figured out Embiid as the game has gone on. Probably more finishes at the rim against Embiid than he's had all series. Like Joe is up at the 3-point line.
He's blocking those 2 months ago.
Totally.
He's blocking
Totally.
those.
And you're seeing it's like every margin is going the Knicks' way, right?
Mm-hmm. Real time. Tyrese has to be a bad person. He gets no calls. Philadelphia 9. Maxey seriously just gave us more time with Tobias. Bro, like, why? Tobias has been good today. Tobias has been good. Winona, Tobias can't get no call. Darnell, still no foul call. Shaking my head. Man.
I would have loved to see a replay on that one. You know,
Which one?
On the one that he didn't get the call there. He threw it up. I thought he got his arm hooked on that one, but you know. So that's a big two by Brunson because I thought the Knicks had a chance to just fold, right? You know, like they were stunned. You saw John Stewart, you saw all their fans, you saw Jalen Brunson.
That's how it was in game 2 when Chris Rock
opposite.
and those guys were sitting on the sideline like, yo, what happened? Here's the replay you wanted. That's a foul. They called that as a foul.
I just think Jalen Brunson gets that call, and it's like
every time.
all right, he better not get that call jumping into people.
Yeah.
Another one.
How about Yams comes back and says that, but I don't say anything bad about Embiid shitting the bed. I guess he hasn't been with us all night when we've been killing him.
These turnovers are killing them.
Push it. Put him on your heel, on your hip, and now you got the mismatch. Go. And B's being smart about it too. He know he doesn't have it, so he's like, yo, give it back to the young
Gotta
fella.
shoot this three, though.
He's going to try to dunk, though.
Good pass. Oh, Kelly, you got to make the layup, buddy.
Make your free throws.
Kelly Oubre, make your layups too, man.
Yeah. He's been dunking them.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So, Yams, you haven't been paying attention. We've been killing Embiid all night for the silly turnovers that he has had. Oh, that was a good defensive play by Hart to block it. That's why he should have dunked it.
Go dunk the ball.
Did he challenge it?
Tibbs challenge that?
First one on Oubre, he's saying he should have got that one. Neil says, yeah, I didn't see a foul.
On this one?
Yeah. Andy B. And B's got to take that shot.
Wouldn't have minded him taking the free throw line. He does not have it, though.
He knew enough where he couldn't shoot that three. Normally, he would take that open three-pointer. He didn't have it.
I thought it was a good pass.
Yeah, I agree. So get out of here, Yams. Talking about Embiid and his silly plays all night. Get out of here. Let me get I'm going to get that up.
What, you want that?
Get that one right there.
Okay.
Do they have it in them, Rich, to win a close game here in overtime?
We'll see. Have not done it yet, Devon. And this would be a brutal way to lose a series where you play 4 close games and you lose every one of them. That's a foul.
That's a foul. What is he challenging? He got him on the way up, on the elbow.
Yeah. Good. There you go, Tibbs.
Take that. That's 2. He doesn't miss them either.
I mean, this is really bad, man.
So apparently Tobias was standing in the corner. Well, you know, free throw line now.
Killing them. Although,
Can you win by 1? You only need to win by 1. Let me see how many missed free throws we got here.
It's just the 4,
8 for 14.
and 4 of them from Maxey and Embiid in these last minutes here.
Yeah,
It's
that's tough. That's tough.
That's
Good defense, Tobias.
That's a bad shot by Brunson there. And
you give Tobias the credit.
you got Tobias, man. You've done a good job getting in the mid range against. Oh my
What the heck?
God, they're just like not on the same page. You just can't. Oh my God, they got away with it.
Oubre,
Oh my God, cherry picking.
good.
Wow, what a
Good.
swing! What a swing.
Our watch along, of course, brought to you by Olipop. Olipop, pop, 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 pop.
You're getting a good one, Olipop.
Olipop, you're getting a good one here.
Sixers up
If
one.
you win, we'll drink some more we always drink them, but we'll drink some more for the post game.
Absolutely.
Get some more flavors. Fruit punch right here, root beer. Think like strawberry vanilla's around. That's good defense. No foul.
Can you push? Brunson's back. Can you get an easy one? Ooh, nope. All right, you got to be on the same page here.
No call. Shoot that one.
Oh, he made it.
He got the call.
He grifted and he made it.
He got the call. Maxey hurt.
No. Oh, don't be hurt.
His right elbow. Oh, no.
He shoots with that elbow.
Yes. And he has 44 points in that elbow tonight.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I think he's selling the.
I want to see it, though.
It's a decent block by Hartenstein.
He is beat up. Oh, man. I didn't think y'all had it in you. Can you get this win? 140 to go.
140
up
to
three.
go. Up 3.
Can you make it 4, Joel Embiid?
He can.
Maybe a 5 if you made that other free throw.
That's the story of our life.
You got to stay on brand, Bree. He figured it out, as you said. Oh, they didn't give him the call. He bumped into him.
No. I'm just looking at Joe is ginger on every jump here.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I don't think they should have given him
No,
the call.
I agree with you. That's
that Maxey Hartenstein whistle right there.
You said he ginger every time. Did you see his knee buckle?
Yeah.
His knee buckled. It
not
buckled inside. Oh, bad. Bad. Can't stop the clock and give him free with 10 seconds left. You got to run that down to 117. No foul and free throws. Nurse is hot.
He said, "Are you effing kidding me?"
Yeah. Oh,
That's
they didn't
tough.
give him the free throws.
They're in the bonus after this, right? Is that? I assume that's how overtime works.
Yeah.
They do last 2
I
minutes in
think
overtime
so.
too.
I think so. You know he's going to get a call here. He reached. He reached.
I think Joe hit him in the face though.
On the swipe down, though. He was going for the ball.
He's going for the ball.
Yeah, he was going for the ball. And are you going to call that at the are you going to let that decide the game? And I think people know me. I'll say that.
They're definitely going to look at it though.
Yeah.
Man.
Boy, their luck is just bad, isn't it?
We'll be talking about this flagrant foul. All right, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about, regardless of what happens.
We sure do. So you can hear the announcer saying he's trying to swipe for the ball. He got his face, but you know that they're going to give him the flagrant on this one. They call that during the regular season. It's the playoffs. Do you change that?
I hope they do. He's fine. You gave him a minute to dust himself off, right? He's fine.
He's going to the free throw line.
Look at him on the bench.
Right.
He got his 2 free
It
throws.
is 2.
Curious what they're saying on TNT, if it's a flagrant or not.
So it sounds like he's saying that he just looks like he was going for the ball, but he got him across the face, definitely.
Oh, I think he's tired, and I don't think that was like a malicious play by any means.
He's not going to do that.
I think Brunson, he's tired. Brunson bumps him off there. Smart play, use the body. And he's tired, and he just doesn't really have control of his limbs. But I don't know. Could be a flagrant. Let's see.
Unbelievable. Again.
So 2 shots on the ball. Big.
Unbelievable. It was a foul. This is what they call unbelievable. It seems like it only happens to them. It only happens to them. And Maxey's like, I can't get a call.
Well, look, I'm going to say something to Knicks fans right now. I think they got unlucky with Joel's flagrant 1 and that one. in game 3. I think they got lucky. That could have been a flagrant 2. This is in a big spot. That is interesting.
That is very interesting. Very interesting.
That is.
Oh, man. Frano says, looks like the refs trying to step in for the Knicks. I think they went by the rule book from what we've been seeing. He missed one.
1 or 2. All right.
Do you feel like, though, that was a consistent, flagrant call that we've seen all season? Because I would say yes. From how they've called it all season, that was a consistent, flagrant call.
I just think in the playoffs, it's just
No. I agree with you on that. But in terms of it being
big hit by Brunson,
in terms of it being a consistent call, that was a consistent call.
oh my God.
Goodness gracious. By the way, great play call.
Who passed that to him?
Batum. He just bobbled it a little bit. He didn't get it clean. He wanted to jump from so far that he didn't do it.
Can you get one stop on this?
One
guy?
stop and no foul, no and one, no made 3, just straight up.
There's just
And he got
hearts out of bounds.
He was fighting for it though, Brunson. You got to box out. Oh my gosh. He wasn't out.
I'm not sure he was out of bounds.
He wasn't out.
Ooh, dangerous pass there.
Oh, man, you can't turn the ball over here. Can't turn the ball over here. Can't turn the ball over here. Squeeze the... That's off of Hartenstein?
I mean, it's worth the challenge if it's even close. But
He didn't even challenge it. Final shot here, Rich.
Devon, I'm going to be a broken record here. Can't foul. You can't give up a 3. Oh.
Wow. Great.
Oh, my God. Inbound the basketball. Inbound it.
Bring Kyle Lowry in. You need ball handlers.
Tobias went and got it.
Hold on, though. I'm sorry to tell everybody.
They got to do it again.
He's the ultimate split on the free throws. Especially in the final 20 seconds of a game, he's the ultimate split. Oh, man.
Oh, he's shooting now?
He's shooting. I'm just warning you. I'm warning you now. He's the ultimate split. We saw the alligator on the
one of one.
He's the player of the game, man.
All right, so the Knicks.
Do they have any timeouts?
They got
one.
one.
They have one. Sixers have one also.
I don't think they're going to use it right here. They're probably going to push and try and get a quick one.
Wow, he made both.
So I was wrong. Tibbs does use it.
Wow, Tobias.
But the one guy who's making the free throws down the stretch, you got to give him a lot of credit because, frankly, he has not been involved.
A lot to touch the basketball.
No, and he's played a good game, but down the stretch, it's basically been all Embiid, Maxey. Frankly, Oubre is getting kind of more touches on these cuts.
Yeah.
Good play by Batum there to
contest that.
To contest it, and the rare mistake
by
Jalen Brunson, who has been he's been terrific all series, man.
Ollie Pop, get this W. This is all you, baby. Go to your local Wawa tomorrow. Celebrate. Go to Wawa tomorrow. Get your Ollie Pop. Target. Order on Amazon. Bree, where else did you say? Whole Foods, Wegmans, Ollie Pop. It's that new kind of soda that we have here, right? Rich, we got to drink ginger ale Ollie Pops the rest of the series.
If ginger ale Ollie Pops are going to produce classics, I think we got to drink them, man.
Look at that. Look at this, folks. Look at all these. All right, how do you defend this here, Rich? I'm sorry. Let me get back into basketball mode. 15.8 left. They're going to go quick 2. Probably, but if they get a 3, they're going to look. Maybe DiVincenzo is in the game now. I don't know. He hasn't played for the last 5 minutes plus the overtime. I don't think. No, he is out there.
Can this not be a disaster?
Can you get a steal and just go the other way?
Can you give up at worst a 2? Get him off the 3-point line. Don't fail. They had a timeout. Devon, they got their stop. And look, for Joel Embiid, who is struggled for a lot of this game.
Oh, my gosh.
Gets the stop. They don't give Brunson his beautiful whistle. And Joel Embiid dives on the floor and has the presence of mind to use the Sixers' last timeout.
Look at that.
And get the stop. That is a big moment for him. That's a big play.
Ollie-pop for you, Nick Batum, again on the defensive play against Brunson to force a tough shot. Brunson thought he was fouled, but you only need to make one here. Well, no, actually against this basketball team, with your luck, you need to make two.
Go make two.
You need to make two.
I believe the Knicks don't have a timeout either, too. So
it's gone. It's gone. They used the last one after the two made free throws by Embiid.
You make two here, they got to go the whole way and then get 2 threes. They
Yes.
go the whole way, too. They don't just get to run a sideline out of bounds play where they can just pop one real quick. So,
Oh, man. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. This has been a
classic.
classic basketball game. They even got 100 points, Rich.
I mean, yeah, it took a minute, but
Took an extra 5 minutes to get there, yeah. Oh, man.
Can they inbound the ball one more time?
And you don't have any timeouts, so don't Chris Webber it.
Yeah. Nice. Good play. Really, really well done.
And you got knocked off 3 seconds,
Burned
too.
off 3 seconds, too.
Yep. Now, I'm not even going to say it.
I mean,
I'm not going to say it.
He's struggled. There's Jim Dolan in the
Look at
background.
Dolan sitting there, ticked off. Good on you, Maxey, for allowing Dolan to look mad. Come on. 9 assists. I didn't even peep that. Joel coming out. Kyle Lowry in. Okay.
Welcome back, old man.
That's right. Don't do nothing crazy now.
Are his legs still working?
He almost fell.
This is not good. All right, gotta make him.
Back off.
Don't let him throw the ball over your head.
Just back off.
Let Brunson catch it.
Yeah.
Kind of right around here.
Just let him go. Don't do nothing crazy.
That's off. And your Philadelphia 76ers.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Go to Madison Square Garden.
It's never over until it's over.
And get the win.
I had no idea that they had that in them.
That is an all-time classic basketball
Oh, my goodness.
game.
Ollie-pop for
Wow.
everybody. Ollie-pops for everybody. But you got to go to Wawa to get it because I'm not bringing them to you.
Whole Foods, Wawa. Go get them.
Wegmans.
Big man
Amazon.
Big man's limping, but
Target.
he's playing another game.
Yes, he is, man. Great win.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I counted them out. Thought they were going to lose this game. And look at that, man.
Wasn't pretty. Did a lot of stuff wrong with the turnovers. But Devon, on the other hand, like, that's playoff basketball, man. Like, other team against when you play a good team in playoff basketball, frankly, with how mistake-prone Sixers got to clean the turnovers up. Joel's got to clean the turnovers up. But you just got to win the game, man. Like, it doesn't have to look good.
No.
When you're playing a team like the Knicks, they're going to make you look bad for stretches of the game. But can you keep fighting? And I think it's very fair to say the New York Knicks steal game 2 with the help from the refs in that one. Just a game they had no business winning.
Another one that you just needed to win by 1, but go ahead.
And Tyrese Maxey takes one back from them on their own floor by himself.
When we pointed out how poorly he was, even with 29 and leading them, it's the turnovers and the bad shots and not being aggressive enough.
What a close.
He comes up big, 7 points there in that final however many seconds of the fourth to force an overtime.
And you get down 5 in overtime.
Yes.
And what do you run? You run the back screen play, and who's making the 3 to just get them back in the game, get them organized? I mean, that kid is special, man. That kid is special.
Real Prince. Does he have it in him, as you said,
It's not gonna
to be that closer?
Is he a killer?
Hey, Real Prince.
He killed at the end.
He killed tonight. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us for our watch along, presented by, again, our great friends from Ollie-pop. make sure you go to Wawa, Target, Wegmans, order on Amazon because you're going to need it for Thursday.
You're going to need it.
There's
a
a basketball
on
game
Thursday.
So you're going to need your Olipop.
No off-season talk tonight.
Rich
There's
and
a
I are going to
basketball
have
game.
our ginger ale, and we're going to be ready for Game 6. But guess what? We got a post game coming up.
Yeah, we're coming back in a few minutes,
A
man.
winning post game coming up in just a few minutes. So everybody hang tight. Give us about 10 minutes. We'll be back. This is the only place for you to go to get post game reaction following a huge playoff win. Big time win on the road, in the Garden, down big in the fourth. You find a way to pull that win out. We got a lot to talk about. We get the guys from New York, from the Garden. We'll hear from them. We appreciate Bree. Thank you, Vince, for the food and us arguing back and forth. It's always fun. We'll be back for a post game. Thank you so much, everybody. And again, our watch along presented by our great friends from Olipop.
We all silly like the mayor.